Still got a giant.
Giant will probably fuck off.
You're making a lot of assumptions. And I'm not happy about them.
Hello, everybody.
What's the worst that could happen?
We will all die.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen, though?
The Dreamer died. Wait, what if the Dreamer kills us? That would be pretty sick.
I mean, I did him solid twice. So.
Yeah, and half of his face is melting off.
It's true.
Not our fault.
Yeah,
We never pointed an AoE.
I never pointed an AoE at him.
but we got hit with the
Well,
AoE.
I did the Valve release program with like maximum healing possible. So
Yeah.
Look, that's like we show up to fight a bunch of guys with RPGs, and it's our fault that the buildings they blew up got blown up. Like, we didn't do shit.
Well, if you're the one dancing around the building going like, oh no, don't hit me, then I don't know.
Yep.
No.
It's kind of like high school. There's a zero tolerance rule to violence, you know.
Sorry, you were being bullied. You need to be punished.
They're just saying is it's our fault for being targets.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not his fault for pointing the gun, but our fault for being
Me.
targets.
I didn't point a gun.
who could have done this?
Camus was just like, this work seems really important. I'm going to melt his fucking brain while I try to hit these guys.
We got our first sponsor. We're super excited about it. Our music and audio is now brought to you by dSCRYB. If you're looking for just the right ambiance for your spooky dungeon crawl, check out dSCRYB's catalog of sound and music. If you're really looking to scare your players, then you can even use dSCRYB's narration tools as they perfectly describe the dungeon that you're about to enter. You pass the threshold of the storied place and find yourself in the first chamber. A hallway rampant with junk. Any carvings, statues, gnarled sconces on the walls have been obscured by the considerable piles of old and broken equipment. Slashed leather, frayed ropes, dented helms, soiled bedrobes, discarded by adventurers past, perhaps dropped in favor of plunder found deeper within. A trail cuts through the dragon's hoard of debris to the door that will lead you further in. You glimpse a skeletal hand hanging out of one of the mound's fingers, extending spider-like toward the door as if eager for spoils that might be left within. And if that's not enough for you, you can have access to pre-made maps, soundscapes, and their Foundry module to fit exactly what you're looking for on the fly. If this sounds as cool to you as it does to us, because we're really going to be using this in the future, it's super awesome, then you can use code DUNDER to get a 30-day free trial. That's code DUNDER at checkout. Links below. Thanks for listening, and thank you, dSCRYB, for checking us out and sponsoring the show. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dunderheads. We have a few things we need to go over before we get into the meat and potatoes of the game. Firstly, namely, I don't remember if I did this last session or not, and even if I did, I want to do it again because it's just so cool. Congratulations, Lizzie, again, for getting married.
You did.
I did. I'm going to do it again. I don't care.
Congratulations, Jeremy, for officiating the wedding.
That as well. Congratulations, Sam, Colby, and myself for attending. It was a great time.
Yep.
But if you guys haven't heard, with that, Lizzie will also be moving here probably around May to the Netherlands. And with that, we are changing some scheduling stuff up accordingly. Namely, we're starting like an hour and a half earlier than we normally do. That's because we're going to be starting around 10, going to 2, then we're going to have an hour break, then we're going to restart, we're going to come back and do it again at 3 until 7, because we're going to be doing 2 episodes per every Sunday. It's going to be a wonderful time. I'm sure we will not get burnt out at all. Mm-hmm. But it's very, very important to us that Lizzie gets to be here for the end of this campaign. We love her to death. She is the architect arcane around here as far as technology and scheduling and all that fun stuff. She's basically been my right-hand lady on all those types of projects this entire time. So we love you. Thank you so much for being here.
I love you all.
I love you.
And I'm curious who's going to replace me.
Well, with that being said,
Peyton's going to play again.
yeah, no,
Which Peyton?
we know a couple of them now.
Yeah. Peyton Manning.
As long as I do
Giant
not,
forehead and Peyton Manning.
as long as I don't have to be in a long campaign feeling uncomfortable with the spinning murder rabbit. Peyton, you are more than welcome, but I don't think that my brain could take it for the long haul.
Well, we're not done with Lizzie. We will still 100% be doing content and stuff with her while she's.
Like, you gotta stop telling us that. It hurts.
Yeah, a lot.
Washed up.
We love you to death. No, we'll still be doing content and stuff with Lizzie. She'll just be in the Netherlands. In fact, she's going to take Dunderheads International. It's going to be a great, wonderful time. And with that, you really got to twist my arm for it. But, just for you, I guess I'll do another online campaign, on top of the secret project and on top of this. So, just for you. Definitely not because I want to do it desperately and want to play more D&D. But it's also just a great excuse to be able to hang out with you some more. So you'll probably be seeing more shows pop up. And while we're doing these extra long sessions, you'll be getting 2 episodes a week out on the YouTubes and 2 episodes every Sunday.
Oh, we're breaking them up?
Yes.
Probably smart. Before and after break.
Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out how to sabotage a coworker so that you can also have a night shift at my new job, and then we'll just be able to have a night campaign.
D&D
at night. Man, all right. Well,
20. Rolling D20 at night.
The only guy who's quitting right now is an electrician.
I can be a Sparky.
I'm an electrician.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I think I would be the better Sparky, and I don't want to be a Sparky.
Put this in this.
You grab the wire, you go, hot, okay.
Oh, have you seen the thing where it's like the sound you make? The sound you make is how many volts are running through you. Like a 9 volt is like, and then it's like 12 volt, yeah, 120 voltage. And then 240 is shit.
You don't say words at 240, you die.
Just a little tippy tap.
At 120, you might die.
Tippy tap.
Depends on the amperage.
All I know is that if something has
It also-
3 digits on the volts, I don't touch it.
It also depends on how many ohms I am.
I mean, if somebody can survive getting hit by a lightning bolt, I think that there's a chance.
There's always a chance,
It
but
doesn't mean you want to take it.
I roll dice every Sunday.
it's not. The electricity doesn't fuck you up. It
Never
makes
stopped me
all of
at
your
work.
muscles tense up. So if you pop something important, that could have a brain burst.
Wait,
or
your
something.
brain flexes?
So you're telling me that I could become the Flash?
A brain blast!
You could have a brain blast.
Brain bomb.
All right. Well, Sparky's aside. Welcome to the Queen's Rooks. This is our game where our intrepid adventurers try to stop a veteran from benefiting from all the work and effort he put in the army to get his pension and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's basically what's going on, right?
We haven't talked to Daniel in a long time.
Stolen valor.
Yeah, also, you guys regularly go around and tell people to stop joining the army. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think that's a morally good action regardless.
Anyways, so let's go around the players. We're going to introduce our players, and I'm doing it a little bit different today. So there will be no popcorning because I have titles.
Oh.
The man who refuses to die, Colby.
Well, here's to hoping that's not anytime in the near future.
I think Styx could probably just decide that doesn't ring true.
The man,
He didn't say Sail, he said Colby.
is it the man who refuses and the man that continues?
Yes.
Like, that's where you say your character and
Gotcha.
yeah.
Oh, no.
I am playing Sail. I am playing Saffron and a frost giant or two and Hildegard sometimes.
All very true. All right. The bird with a good word, Jeremy.
I'm gonna kill Styx this session.
Yeah.
I'm Jeremy. I'm playing Styx, the Grave Cleric, who likes to talk a lot of shit and sometimes get his shit clapped back. Yeah.
Man with 2 characters and 2 deaths in 1 combat under his belt, Sam.
Yeah. Should I introduce both of them?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Sam, playing Kex, who died again. If you've been here for a while, you're used to that by now.
What number is that?
3.
No, I
Is
think
it 4?
'Cause you died the first time, right?
Because I died. He died when he was made.
Yeah.
And then the second one was Sunhome.
Sunhome, yeah.
Yeah, and then the third one was this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Third.
I could have sworn you died more often.
I mean, I got power word pained and thrown off a fucking mountain in my sleep, so I basically died. So yeah.
3.5.
Yeah.
Yippee.
Yeah, he's alive again. Yay. And then Nair. We'll see if I play him again. He's in the bottom of that pit. Dead.
It's true.
Yep.
And the cat was skibbity bap. Lizzie.
It's me. I'm Lizzie. I'm playing Alyssa, the Artificing Rune Knight, and specifically an armorer at that. She likes long walks on the beach. She enjoys crafting things, watching people die around her.
Mm-hmm.
That's not as fun, but it's happened a couple times now.
You're getting used to it.
Yeah, getting used
It's
to it.
good for you.
Yeah. And yeah, that's
You
Alyssa.
need one more stamp before you turn your card in.
Before you get a free adventurer.
Yep. I'm waiting for my 4th one.
Refuses to fall in love so that way she doesn't die. That's what happened with Bastion, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
It was a form of love, sure. Yeah. All right. Well, last we left off, you all ventured back into the Shadowfell on your way to save the Dreamer. Near in tow, you guys traveled through these Nixium-filled swamps of the Shadowfell, making your way to a deep, dark cave. Through these swamps, you guys found a lot of the sorcerers that Alyssa had known while she was imprisoned deep within Sunhome, and managed to save one of them, but not wanting to touch the actual Nixium itself, as you're not quite sure exactly what it does. Though it is obvious that it's dangerous, as all the people that are stuck out in the swamp staked through with sticky iron spikes. Those that are alive are still desiccated and worn and tired. So saving the one lady, you managed to make her a little alcove, give her some time to rest as you guys ventured forth into the gate room, as it were, where you guys saw the Dreamer submerged up into his shoulders in the same Nixium bog water. Pretty much catatonic, with one matron Cabas working her magics directly inside of his head. Trying to figure out what the rings around this platform were, you sent messages back and forth between Kex and Alyssa, trying to understand it, and through that, Alyssa unfortunately gave up the ghost as she cast Guidance, which does produce a flash of light. Bastion, picking up on that while guarding the area, called out, and you guys then fell into combat. The combat was hard and harrowing, as there were massive AoEs thrown around, walls of fire, circles of death, and even a power word kill from one matron Cabas against Kex. You guys managed to bring Kex back up. The fight continued. You even called in your favor from Grimnora, calling in 2 frost giants on your side to fight against matron Cabas, Bastion, Clang, disguised as another werewolf, and the 4 massive Stygian crystal elementals that she had on her side. It was a slog of a fight, but you guys did manage to Sael in particular, speak some sense back into Bastion and allow him to take out Matron Cavus with a magic missile to make sure he didn't miss.
Imagine it like a jack-o'-lantern. Like, done.
I have something to admit. And one of the reasons I think streaming these games is so fucking cool is that Hallowed RPG messaged me very politely going like, hey, I think you messed up on a rule there.
Thank you, Hallowed RPG.
And I was like, what do you mean I messed up on a rule?
Wait, is this in our favor or did somebody else die?
No, this is actually in your favor. Quite a bit in your favor.
Yeah, big time.
I mean, even if it wasn't in our favor, thank you, Hallowed RPG.
Big time in favor.
Yeah. So I, as Matron Cavus, had shoved off Nier as an object interaction. He was already dead, so that counts as an object interaction. I then later did the same thing to Sael, who was only unconscious. Oh, shit. Meaning, she then went and attacked Bastion afterwards, which she would have done regardless. Really, she just pushed Sael because that's some extra gravy, and fuck you. That being said, rules as they be, I could not have done that. So, with that being said, we're going to roll this back a little bit.
Just a quick question for anybody watching and for me who doesn't understand. Why can't you do that, rules as written?
So, dead bodies count as objects.
Okay.
Meaning you can use your object interaction, which is a free action you can do while moving or doing another similar action.
Okay.
So, it is very easy for you to just go to something limp and dead.
But unconscious.
Unconscious still counts as a creature, which means I would have had to use a shove attack, which I couldn't do because I had already used the attack against Bastion.
Interesting.
So,
Thank you, Hallowed.
Thank you.
and I am more than happy to roll that back because I want to kill you guys as these creatures? A little bit, yeah, 100%. They're not pulling back any punches, but I would feel awful if Sael died because I got a rule wrong. So we're gonna roll that back. Cavus' head still pops. Bastion is still standing there. You are unconscious, but you are not in the sludge.
Yep.
Okay. So,
With that, we pick back up in initiative order.
Here we go.
As there are a few lives still hanging in the balance as it is. Sael is unconscious, currently on the ground after having a heavy blow done against him by Matron Cavus. Nier has died and has been shoved deep into the sludge itself. Styx was attacked by these Stygian glass shards and has them embedded in him. So even though Alyssa has Beacon of Hope on, which maximizes healing, she still cannot heal him currently because it will not take. But Styx did succeed with a natural 20 on a death saving throw. So he's technically stabilized, but at 0, so still unconscious. You're not making any death saves. But if you are attacked or hit while unconscious in this way, it will still count as -1 death save. A failed death save. Okay.
So I'm stable at 0, but if I get hit 3 times, I still die.
100%.
Cool.
Bastion has just used his turn to explode Matron Cavus' head.
Go off, King.
Deserved.
Yep.
Earned, one may say.
If anyone was gonna do it, I wish it was me, but I'm glad it was him.
He will then immediately follow that up with a change of music.
And here comes the giant fist.
God hand.
Bastion, slayer of ancient bird. Eater of ancient bird.
Yeah, we called them Sin Slayers in the last campaign because you're fighting sins. What are you
Beaters?
guys? Bird beaters, cabal crushers.
Cabal Crushers.
That sounds like a bowling team.
No.
Cabal
Wing breakers.
Wing breakers. Solid. You guys are the broken wings already.
I like Cabal Crushers, so that way we can say, we're going to crush your cabals.
Nagpa Nixers.
Nagpa Nixers.
Beak snappers.
I mean, mixing things. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
None of us have any piety to Nyx, the goddess of dark.
The goddess of dark.
Meanwhile, Nyx, the bunny, is...
I've been playing too much Persona. I can't think of Nyx right now.
You've been playing too much Persona your whole life.
So, at the end of his action, Bastion will then use a bonus action and do Quicken Spell. As he's going to fire on this sticking glass golem directly in front of him. 22 to hit. That'll definitely hit for, I think it's 4d10 for him right now.
Firebolt?
Yeah.
And the remaining Frost Giant is at 56 hit points. And 1 intelligence.
Oh, yeah.
It is enfeebled, yeah.
You got feebled.
So he's going to deal 10 points after the reduction from fire. So slams into him. And that will bring it to this bloody glass golem here right next to Alyssa.
We can't see it. There we go.
There we go. With Cannabis gone, they're operating under their last given directive, which is to fight. So they will continue to fight until they're given a new directive. So, first attack against Alyssa is going to miss. Second attack is also going to miss. As these giant crystal clubs swing by you, missed. That brings it to the Frost Giant's turn with a whopping 1 intelligence.
First punch thing dead. Second punch thing behind me. Keep hitting me. Hit thing behind me. 26 and
That'll hit a dead body.
20 to hit the golem, or 22 to hit the golem.
AC 17, that'll definitely hit.
Hit Sail.
So are you a friend, not food? Yeah, I have the headcanon that if we stop watching this guy, he might try to eat the golems or something. 11.
Crunchy hump.
19. Cocked. 29. 35. 43. 54 plus 12. I hit 2 times. I rolled 3d12, a hit. Plus
I thought you were actually hitting the dead body both times, like for one of them. I was just like, how many dice are you rolling for one attack? No. Peace. So for a total of
54 plus 12, 66 to the golem.
66 reduced.
33?
Yep.
Okay.
Still hefty chunk. You guys watch as a basically like one of the shoulder spikes from this golem just gets cleaved off to the side.
You see him just screaming at it unintelligibly.
That'll bring to that golem's turn, who is going to use slow. They can only target one creature, and
he's already slow.
If you could, please go and make a wisdom saving throw for the giant.
It would have been so funny if it was an intelligence saving throw.
No, that's his one unaffected save. I rolled a 17 plus 3.
That'll do it. DC 17.
Wow.
So the stained glass golem will reach its 2 like massive club hands out. You will see this kind of coalescence of energy go off, and nothing happens.
It like passes through his skull, and he's like,
on nothing.
Pretty bird.
All right, Android 16.
Heads the rabbit a little too hard.
But George, the rabbits.
Unleash your rage.
Tell me about the
Go
rabbits. Alyssa.
I'll take my action to pull some stuff out of sticks.
All right, if you could, please go and give me a medicine check.
All right.
All right to that.
Does her previous near past do anything to affect this?
I've lowered the DC a little bit.
I just think it's really funny because she's still enlarged, correct?
Yes. Giant hands.
Yeah. Oh, then she'd like do that, like
Making biscuits.
With a +0, that was an 18.
And so what?
18.
Hell yeah. You got a good chunk of them out before, and it's just been a matter of tracking down the rest of it. You eventually... what does it look like as you eventually find the last, 2 or 3 pieces of liver?
I like to imagine that I pull out my, all-purpose tool, and... What?
I'm just imagining. And you just pull out a knife and
No. So it's going to look like just an iron bar that as I'm going over all the wounds of sticks, the Nixium is going to attach to the iron because I have it magnetized, possibly with some powerful positive energy, so that way it attracts the negative or something, and try to just sweep it out and pull the shards out.
Yeah.
In a more manual way.
You take a few moments and thinking about what you've learned about sympathetic magics and stuff like that, you alter how your all-purpose tool works, and you go over it until you find an area where you watch and see the inside of Styx's stomach lining actually starts to pull up and out from the wound itself. As you hold it there, get it closer, there's a final as the last shard pulls free. Awesome. That's your action. You have bonus action and movement if you'd like.
Okay. Can I pick sticks up?
You already have him, don't you?
In my arms, at this point? Is that possible?
I would say you're enlarged, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step with sticks. And I'm going to try to get
I don't think you can.
You can only Misty Step yourself, unfortunately.
You can. You would just drop me.
Well, I thought that if I was carrying him.
It doesn't affect me.
The same reason I couldn't push Colby is the same reason you wouldn't be able to take him. He's not an object.
I'm a person.
He's a person still.
Okay.
If you kill him, teleport.
Please stop.
Bring him back.
You got to use Dimension Door or something for that.
Yeah, I had to use a 4th level to get bashed into me.
Instead, I will throw him into the Nixium. And we'll come fish him out later.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, no. I'm just going to go ahead and give myself some temporary HP, and then I'm going to mean mug the rest of these folks.
You got it. All right. You guys watch as Alyssa, after doing some work on sticks, stands up and sets herself ready to face what comes. And that will bring it to Clang.
Yeah.
Clang has to make some decisions.
Hey, you wanna fucking stop? She's dead.
If Frost Giant was able to talk, he'd be like, I'll fucking throw you again, I'll do it.
What was the name of the other one that we talked with and told to go?
Oh, the guy?
The keeper.
Mirror. Clang will hold his action. Because he's not sure what to do now.
Yeah. It's boss is dead.
We'll bring it to Kex.
Okay. Which of the two, it's going to be kind of hard to tell what's bloody, but which of the 2 golems looks worse? Am I able to ascertain that?
If you could, as a bonus action, go and give me an Arcana check. Or investigation.
Yeah, sure, why not?
They are both relatively the same amount of fucked up.
Okay. Sure, I'll do an investigation. 22.
22? The one below you, next to Alyssa, is more fucked up than the one above.
Got it, okay. Then I would like to get flanking behind that one.
Eldritch Might.
I don't have that yet.
Yet.
Then I'm gonna stab it.
Damage.
Yeah, access to eye bite.
Dirty 20 to hit.
I don't think I've ever seen
20 will hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me check.
I might take it.
EYE?
Ooh, not good. 10 plus. Scroll. Not good. 26 total.
26 total.
Yep.
You got it. There's a boom, the psionic dagger slams into this thing, and there's this weird reflection throughout as the immaterial energy of this actually sinks in, and there's like as a spider web cracks happen. Significant amount of damage. It is not immune. Oh, actually, just kidding. It is immune to psychic.
Oh, well, it does nothing then.
Yeah. Rip.
Did you hit any of those last session?
No.
Nope.
I have not attacked one once.
Just Cabas and
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's ass.
Wow.
Back to good old psychic resistance and immunity. It's been a while.
Well,
Time for the lightning back.
I will go back to where I was. But he can't attack me.
Oh, do you have Obel?
Yep.
Is it that he can't attack you, or is it
I
disadvantage?
do not provoke opportunity of attacks when I have hit something with a melee attack.
Or
Well, did
attempted?
you hit if it?
Attempted to.
Did you actually end up hitting if it's completely immune? Is that
Yeah.
like?
It's-
He does wind up hitting. It just doesn't do anything.
yeah, contact still happens. It's okay. I got a backup dagger.
All right.
But there's also probably resistant too.
It's not.
Sail, if you could, please go ahead and give me a death saving throw. Do not tell anybody the number. Just message it to me.
All right.
Understood?
But
At Matron Cabas's turn, you will see as a glyph around her neck, something she set triggered for if she had died, goes off.
If it's a teleportation.
No, she can't.
I know, but that would be so funny.
That's self-res.
As you guys hear all around you a deep chuckle. I always get my just desserts. As a power word kill goes off against the person that had killed her. You guys watch Bastion cocks his head confused as the Reaper of Death, even after Cabas is gone, looms over and slams its hand through his back, through and through, holding his soul-shaped heart and crushes it. Bastion's eyes turn cloudy and he immediately collapses dead.
whew, thank God. Oh. Well. Go be with your dad.
We're gonna bring it back.
Sticks.
I'm unconscious.
This is true.
You also rolled a natural 20, so you're stable.
I am stable, but I don't have a turn, so.
Well, actually. Well,
You
actually.
get smited.
Yeah.
No.
Six. You awaken in a office, almost like a judge's room itself.
Not again. Oh, no.
You are hanging between life and death in the most literal sense. Almost at perfect balance itself. And you see the man that you just recently saw the face of the first time, the god Kelimvor, as he is putting on armor.
Oh.
I'm going to bow my head.
He'll bow to you. You see he is wearing dark jet black plate has golden trim along the edges. It is not shining. It almost seems tarnished, like it has not been used in quite some time. There's a grave look on his face. He seems reticent to pick this back up once again. There is a bastard sword leaning up against this desk, and you see the heraldry of a lion very subtly embossed on the plate itself. As you bow your head, he takes a seat. Leans forward. This is not how I wanted to see you. But do you wish to stay or do you wish to go?
I still have a promise to fulfill.
What does it mean to you to be my cleric?
What doesn't it mean? It means everything to me. It's been my life for as long as I can really remember. It's brought me close to good people. It's brought me purpose. And it has helped many. It pleases me to do it in your name.
There are tenets that come with being somebody of faith. And I ask you, what do you uphold in my name? Are you judgment? Is your purpose to keep the order between life and death, to balance good and evil? Or do you prefer the jury of your peers? To gather the thoughts of your community, keep the knowledge of those past so they are not forgotten, but instead can help forge the future? Or are you my executioner? Are you looking to end those that commit sin against me?
Styx is gonna relax a bit and think. Realistically, I would like to be a little of each, depending on what the world needs. Do my friends need me more than a blight needs to be eradicated? Does the scale need assistance to stay balanced? I don't hold my judgment over anyone else's. The position I've been put in is odd for me. I come from humble beginnings. I'm not a god. I'm not from some noble, magical bloodline.
Who better to judge? You're correct in when you say that you are a man of your community. I picked you because you were such. You did not look for power, but instead sought to right wrongs where you could. I need something of you now. I need conviction. Choose.
So the options were an executioner, a judge,
Or jury.
Styx is definitely not an executioner, no matter how much he wants to be and how much he is wanting to uphold his promise to the Raven Queen, which he will, but not by himself, with the help of his friends and the help of those around him. So,
Are you judge or jury?
Styx doesn't think that he should be in the position to have the final say. And Styx thinks that a lot of why he is able to do the things he is now is because he was called to be with the Broken Wings from the Raven Queen. So Styx is going to stand up and walk up to Gelmvor and say, I can't do this without my friends. I am a juror with Alyssa, with Sahil, with Kex, and any others who help us in our cause.
You will nod. You see, he picks up this helmet, holds it underneath one arm, and then pulls something out of his desk. Kellenvor in this moment stands roughly 40 feet above you, even though you are standing on his desk, meaning this he must be 80 feet, 100 feet tall in his home here. But as he sets this deck down, it becomes not much bigger than a normal playing card set. You wish to be a man of the people. You've kept good counsel. Maybe have more. As he will tap on the deck itself. He will then take his helmet and don it, and that dark chestnut skin with the golden tattoos fades into a black void of nothing. Just two golden burning flames out from the sockets of the actual helmet itself. Dark times are coming. You've done your best, but while you've been here, my granddaughter Kara has been slain. The discordance comes, but it's better than the entire fall of the material plane. Your friends have done well. Bring more counsel with you and let them know. It's time to prepare.
I will grab my holy symbol in one hand. I'll grab my mace in the other. I'll bow to him and say, I will become stronger. And I hope not to meet you like this again, so that you and the other gods can rest.
He will nod. You've become strong, and you will continue. And with a massive hand, almost like he is pressing you into the actual desk itself, you... Styx, you come back to with 1 HP at the end of your turn.
Yep.
I'm just picturing like Vanta black armor with just like the shiniest gold trim. Like such a good image.
At the end of my turn, I guess I wake up, get a look at Alyssa. Am I still in your...
There.
It's been a long day.
I got worse news later.
It's cool. Styles dead right now. I think Bastion is too. It's time to... I have a thing going that's maximizing healing for everybody.
Okay. Yep. Let's do this.
All right. Dream team.
The item you took,
Okay.
there were 3 items that you could have had.
I don't even want to know the others.
I know, I'm not going to tell you. Guri being a deck of tarot cards.
Yeah.
It is an expendable resource, meaning you do not get them back once they are drawn. So if you pull the High Priestess, it's gone forever. You only get it once.
Do I just have the Major Arcana?
It is the 22 Major Arcana.
This is so fucking cool.
You also, because it is an expendable resource, this is the only one you don't have to attune to. You can just pull it.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Item interaction, bonus action, or action?
Action to pull a card.
So you should still have.
And is it randomized?
Too.
Or do I select the Arcana?
They're randomized.
So it's a roll 2d12 or something?
Is there any that kill you?
I'm
not going to answer that.
The spicy one will be the tower. The tower death is actually probably going to be the opposite. Doesn't matter if it's pulled in reverse or not.
You got that deck.
No, not the deck of many things.
Oh.
No. So tarot cards, you have the Major Arcana, the High Priestess, the Fool, Death, Tower. All of them are representative of something, of a journey, and depending on if you pull them upright or reverse, they can do different things. The Tower is destruction, but upside down it could be like rebirth and things like that.
Interesting.
So we are going to do, you're correct, it's going to be 2d12.
Okay.
Reroll on a total of 23 or 24.
Okay.
Once you've rolled something, you cannot roll it again.
Okay. So I'll have to keep track of that.
Correct. I have a handy little table on my side, so we can go and track that as we do. And once you roll it, you're going to then roll a d6, odds or evens, evens being up, tails being down.
That's really cool.
If you've written all of this, I have no idea. That's fucking crazy because
I was up late last night doing specifically this.
That is insane.
That's rad.
That's so cool.
That's rad.
I could have just picked the big fuck off sword or something. Like this is
would,
way cooler.
I really want to know what the executioner one was. Just
It's a
because.
specific Holy Avenger of some kind. How could it not be?
All right. With that, your turn is ended. Welcome back to the world of living sticks. I'll bring it to the Stygian Glass Golem, who is mono a mono with Alyssa right now. They are going to shift, so they're within range of both of you currently.
Does they provoke attack of opportunity when they do that?
Do not,
Okay.
as they haven't left it.
Okay.
But they wanted to be flanked.
Yep. Yeah, sure.
They're not smart.
They're gonna use self-destruct.
Geo dude, use nope.
Use explode.
All
I
right.
was gonna use a word that wasn't the move, and I was like, yeah, I don't wanna.
Yep, let's not do that.
First attack going against Alyssa for 27.
Probably is.
Just maybe.
You're going to take 15 points of piercing damage. And if you could, please go and make me a con saving throw. As they're no longer even trying to use the club at this point. They just have jagged, sharp.
What's the DC?
17.
Can you genius it?
I'm doing math. Hold on. Meets beats.
Yeah.
So I got a 4 plus 8 for con, which would be a 12, and then flash of genius for 17.
There you go. You feel
That
these
beacon up.
slivers start to into your body. You very quickly get your nanobots on the case as they crowd around and give just enough buffer that instead of actually piercing you, the nanobots buffer and keep it out from actually hitting you and just cracking your armor.
How much was the damage again?
15, yeah.
So for the con save or the concentration check,
10.
10. Thanks. 11.
Nice.
Nice. All right. And second attack going against Kex.
What's this?
No, it's not. With a 12.
Like that for me. Damn it. I didn't get to push him.
Boom.
I still got 3 charges.
Well, does it have to be that they hit you or
Yeah.
they attack you?
They got a hit.
Frost Giant.
Oh.
Bunga bunga.
I don't want to use Sail dice,
Probably hitting the only thing that's still moving.
but I want to use the right color dice.
You can grab
Yeah,
one
use
from
the
the
clear one.
2 and 11. Okay, so the first one probably does not hit.
What's the plus?
9, so 11, and then the second one's a 20. I believe they were AC
17.
Yeah. 2, 11, cocked, 10. 27 reduced to 13.
You got it. Another spire cleaved off the second shoulder, and
I like to imagine the first one doesn't hit because he started doing like just actually windmilling while screeching at it.
15 to hit on the giant.
Meets beats.
Okay, and second attack, natural 1. That'll miss.
Something happened.
4, 9. That is going to be another 15 points of damage. And if you could, go ahead and have the giant make a con saving throw for me, please.
15 plus 8, 23.
There you go. 2 crystalline shards getting shot out from it. But the giant managing, boom, gets hit by the first one. The second one just cleaved. As it's starting to haymaker around with its axe. All right. Alyssa.
My turn again?
It is.
All right.
There's a lot less stuff going on. It's going quicker now.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch the golem guy.
Let's go.
At advantage.
Oh, yeah. I want that.
Oh, yeah.
And thunder damage.
Krakatoa.
What is the classic and maximize thunder damage?
28 for the first one.
Storm class.
20 will definitely hit.
Yeah.
And 28 for the second.
Both hit.
Okay. First damage is going to be 11. Second damage is going to be 13. And then I roll a d6 if I can find one.
11, 13, 24.
And plus 3.
So 27 points of damage.
27 points of damage. And bonus action, give myself 10 temp HP.
Hell yeah.
And that's the last time wait, no, one more.
Nice.
The damage not being resisted, as it is made out of crystal, and this is magical damage. You kind of come up. What do you do as you're hitting? You're just like dropping low, getting underneath its guards, straight under like where the ribs would be.
I think that I'm trying to systematically break the stuff that it's been hitting with. So probably I'm going like fist to fist, where I'm trying to just like overpower and like basically play a game of bloody knuckles with crystals.
I love that so much. You're bobbing, weaving, boom, it hit you for one, and you just immediately sock back, shattering through some of it. Hell yeah. That'll bring it back to Clang, and
He said nerd.
Hair. Exactly what my brain thought of, because they're fist clashing.
I thought of One Piece, because I'm not a nerd like you.
Did you just say I thought of One Piece because I'm not a nerd like you? That is the biggest oxymoron.
I know. That is why I said it.
You bastard.
Are we talking about the cartoon or the live action?
The Chinese cartoon.
you guys will see as Clang turns and just starts to run out.
Oh, thank God.
Kind of okay with that right now.
Kex.
All right.
Oh, I can't talk no jutsu him.
Time to stab. Time to stab.
With
Lightning dagger.
excellent.
We're gonna hope. All right, 26.
26 will definitely hit.
All right.
Assassinate.
So I gotta use a different dice than I normally use. Burp. Plus.
Oh, so your non-weighted dice.
It's still the same
Still
weight.
weighted.
Yeah. That's the weighted set. Yeah.
It's just my psychic is a D8, my lightning is a D6. So 25 lightning.
All right. This thing's looking not great.
I will stab it again.
Okay.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yep. Right. 7.
It's still standing, but it's now in single digits.
Damn it!
You don't have a little bit extra?
The little juice.
All I can do.
The psychic dice damage pumping.
Nope. That's only happens if I miss.
The lightning dagger comes out, slams into it. You guys see as electricity starts to arc around all the broken bits and jagged parts of this thing, but it is still just standing. You guys see that there's spider web all throughout, and the light that these things have in the center is starting to almost like it's starting to become undone.
Does it seem
Blowy.
unstable?
Does it seem blowy uppy?
Sail. Again.
Okay.
Thank you. 6.
All right.
You're up. 1 HP. Beacon of hope
Okay.
out and around you.
So, I'm gonna tap Alyssa on her shoulder. I'm gonna be like, okay, time to work. I'm gonna like crack my neck and like 180. So can I get within 60 feet of Sail?
Where are you at right now?
I want to get as close to, I want to be kind of centered to everybody.
You are 60 feet of Sail right now.
Okay, so I want to go closer towards the middle-ish, maybe just on the other side of the, but while still being in Beacon of Hope.
It's 30 feet radius.
Yeah, and I want to give the flanking to the giant
Whoever's doing the healing.
if possible.
Oh, that's
Okay.
That's crazy on one
So-
point.
I'm gonna first use my bonus action. I'm going to use
Playing a dangerous game there, Birdman.
I'm going to use Mass Healing Word. So that is 44, so 16 plus 4, so 20.
Yep.
I'm going to target myself, Alyssa, Kex, Bastion, and Bastion, Sail, and the Frost Giant that's still alive.
Bastion cannot receive healing.
I'm targeting. I'm targeting him because I don't know what happened.
That's
I didn't
fair.
see it. Okay, yeah, scratch that. I'm going to not do the Frost Giant. I'm going to be like, not as important. I'll fix you later. And then I'm going to target the Dreamer. So everybody gets 20 hit points. Styx would probably see the healing magic not take to Bastion.
Correct.
Um,
Oh man, the Dreamer's in double digits.
Hey.
He almost died during that fight.
and then
That's close.
and then I'm gonna turn around.
9.
I'm going to turn around and I'm gonna look at the thing that Kex was hitting and was hitting Alyssa, and I'm gonna be like, please die. And I'm gonna like flick my holy symbol and some sound will resonate out. Can it make a wisdom 17 saving throw?
The glass golem that's between the two of them.
Yes.
Fine.
Told dead.
Told the dead.
15.
Nope. So it takes
Roll high.
14 necrotic, if it matters.
They are unfortunately immune to necrotic.
Could be like, God damn it!
There's a bell tolls, but them being naturally made of sticking glass, which is necrotic in nature, As the bell tolls, you watch it. The blue light in them actually solidifies for a second before going back to disrupted. But Sail, you
I look around.
You good?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Better than no answer. Let's get to it.
All right.
All right, that'll be my turn.
one hell of a move. All right. Last golem. They are going to. Yeah.
Which one?
The one down below next to you guys. They are simply going to. You've been doing more damage to it,
I have.
and it's not a fan of that.
I bet it's not.
So, can you please make me a contest athletics check or acrobatics in your case?
Yep. Thank you. Okay.
9.
11. I rolled a 2.
It rolled a 3.
I had the juice.
Yeah.
So
All right.
call it a
That's
drink.
first attack. Annoyed.
beverage
It will. Yeah. It will do it again.
Drinker.
okay, do it again.
26 for a natural 20.
Ooh. 9,
How
11.
far away am I?
I'm at dirty 20 right now.
It would go
50
to the
feet.
attacker.
Oh,
Can I silvery barbs that? Give
Yeah.
him the advantage.
okay.
But do you have a reaction
25.
yet? Because it hasn't been your turn, right?
Well, I haven't used it for the past 2 turns.
25.
He still has a reaction.
So do I need to use the advantage
You
on
get up,
this
you
right
don't
now?
have anything. You don't even get
Is
a
that how that
reaction.
works?
You can.
You get up at the
Fair
end
enough.
of your turn. I thought you got reactions at least.
Me too. Okay, we're good. 25, 27.
Then you got it.
Nope.
Drop the natural 20 for a 19 on my end, but you still managed to get it. Sweet. It is trying to grab for you. You were dodging, dipping, diving, running around. Yeah, no problem.
That doesn't sound right.
Thanks for that.
You guys know the picture of Lemmy like sitting up and
Yeah, like
sprinting off at the
Yeah.
the side. Like that's exactly what Sayo's doing. Like, no, stop it.
Oh, yeah.
I have liquid in my lungs.
Frost giant.
What is a frost giant to do?
Yeah.
I'm just a frost giant.
Unga.
18 for the first. 18 plus stuff for the first one,
Oh, yeah, he gets advantage as well.
and 5 plus 9, 14 for the second one. So it does not hit.
With advantage, yikes.
There's a 4 and a 5 and a 1 on the second attack. So
Yummy.
12, 8, so 20, cocked, and 10, so 36 reduced to 18.
You got it. Boom. More of this glass getting scattered everywhere. Sticks. You see like chunks of it just falling off like hailstones.
I'm gonna give him a big thumbs up.
Which will bring it to that golem's turn and back in return.
Okay,
25 for the first hit.
that'll hit, yeah.
Natural 20 for the second.
That will
I'm gonna
probably
negate the
also
crit.
hit.
Okay. That's still going to be 3d6 plus, or 66 plus 12.
Better hope he rolls low.
That's a 19 on the first con save if there's a necessary one,
There is.
and 18 on the second.
Both pass. DC 17.
Assuming you survive.
You're going to take 38 points of piercing.
No.
It's good.
Oh, he is.
Good. He's good, but he's barely fucking good. Could have used that 20.
He's a lucky number. He's a real lucky number.
Very lucky number.
Yep.
Yikes.
Alyssa.
All right. I'm going to make one attack against the guy in front of me.
Did the shadow fuck off after Cabas died?
Advantage.
They.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
16?
Yeah.
Just misses. DC 17. Or AC 17.
You roll with advantage?
I did. I rolled a nat 1 and then I rolled a 6.
Yep.
Oof.
All right. I guess I'll use my second attack then. And let's see if I can fish for a crit. Nope. 26.
That'll definitely hit though.
Okay.
Roll that damage.
6 damage.
Bruh.
Are you serious?
Hold on.
Wait, what about bigly damage?
You get
8 damage.
You get an extra D4 for being big.
Does it have?
Yeah. You have extra damage for being enlarged.
No, I get that from being my Giant's Might, and I just added it. It was a 2.
No,
It's not the enlarged spell. You don't get it just for being big, or else all creatures would have more damage all the time. So
8 points of damage.
1 HP left.
Can you just like on it or like?
Bonus action attack, anything.
Can I make an unarmed strike as a bonus action? Like, how the hell would that work?
It would be an action.
You can do 2-weapon fighting. Because it's not, your fisticuffs are not light or finesse. You do not get the, you wouldn't be able to add your proficiency to it. So it would just be D20 plus whatever you make the attack with. So in your case, I think intelligence. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Or is it you don't get the ability modifier damage?
You don't get the ability modifier damage.
Yeah. So go ahead and make another gauntlet attack.
Another gauntlet attack?
Mm-hmm.
I could have done this all along. 24.
How do you sunder this crystal golem? As 1 HP, the minimum you roll will take it out.
judo chop.
I would like to. Can you describe it? It's like carapace again.
So it's made of this Stygian glass. It is this faintly blue, amethyst purple glass that you guys have dealt with. In the Dreamer's domain, you saw like it literally was exploded into parts of like the stone, wood, and dirt around after there had been apparently a very large fight. You know that naturally it stops healing, which is why you were having such issues with sticks before. So as you were looking at this thing, it is just crackling with electricity. It has this fluttering ball of energy in its core that is like the light is literally starting to sputter out.
All right. I think I'm going to kneel down for a second to catch my breath, and I'm going to see the pool of negative energy that's been like spitting out from my like basically spigot from the iron, like the anchors. I'm going to dip my gauntlet in it. I'm going to punch it right in the chest, and I'm not going to like rebound off of it. I'm going to stick it in there, and then because it's wet, I'm going to make a circle and try to cut the glass with my gauntlet to try to like activate or get into the core of it.
Okay, you less with your fist, but more of the actual claws that come along with this. You dip it in and start to cut into it. You get to the core, and you can feel the moment where the core disconnects from the rest of this golem. And then there's a as I need both Alyssa and Kex to please make me dexterity saving throws. The Dreamer will automatically fail. We're going to see if this is enough damage to put him down. They explode.
Is this a
when they
magic
die.
effect?
Yes.
Cool.
What's the DC?
17.
Okay, we're good.
I fail.
All right.
18.
On a failure, you will take 11 points of magical slashing damage. On a success, you will take 5.
Yep.
Or for you, you have evasion, so 0.
0.
The Dreamer automatically fails. It's a good thing he was given HP earlier.
Yep, that would have killed him.
That would have killed him. And if I could have Alyssa make me a con saving throw as the Stygian glass explodes out and embeds into you.
Okay.
The same thing happened to the Dreamer.
He's already affected by it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he's already affected by it. He's got Stygian glass in him for a minute. No, because he hasn't been targeted by anything. Yeah, I'll make one for the Dreamer.
Okay.
Okay.
Important.
What's going on?
Okay. I need to know if I can heal him.
Yeah.
The Dreamer might have got glass in him just
Yep.
now to make it so he couldn't heal.
So what's the DC?
17.
Yes.
Probably got a lot of cotton.
So that's a 4 plus 8 for 12 plus 5 for my last flash of genius.
Hell yeah, let's go. But that is one glass golem down.
I'm gonna bonus action give myself my last defensive field as well.
You bonus action for your final attack.
Never mind, I won't do that, but I still have one. Just sitting there if I ever want it.
I didn't do it.
Tex, you watch this thing blow up in front of you.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about trying to kill the other one.
Is it a 5-foot radius around them from what we just saw?
10.
Is the dreamer within 10 feet of that?
Yes.
Yes.
Huh. Yeah. I don't know what to fucking do. Shit. Damn it.
You can hold your turn. You can let people know what you saw, because the dreamer is a very massive entity. To the rest of you, you guys saw a small explosion.
Yeah, can I call that out? Just
Yeah, 100%.
reaction.
Go ahead.
Hey, don't blow him up next to big guy. That big guy, not the other big guy. I mean, don't do it next to both of them.
You're gonna see Styx try to just show like he's gonna reach out his hand towards the dreamer and be like, "I'm gonna try."
I guess I will cast Bless.
Okay.
Because I don't have a lot else to do, so I'll put Bless on Alyssa, the Dreamer, Styx, and myself.
Is that a plus what?
D4.
Plus D4.
D4. Attack roll or ability check.
Not saving throws. Okay.
Yep. 3 creatures, so not 4. So I'll give it to Alyssa, Dreamer, and Styx, not
I'm
myself.
sorry, what's that effect again?
Bless. Attack rolls and saving or attack rolls and ability checks.
Yep. You can add 1d4.
Yep. Oh, never mind. It's a 2nd level, so I can put it on myself.
Oh, because Warlock. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
All right. Awesome. Is there bonus action? Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That one below me is dead.
Yep.
Okay. I will go up, directly up from where I'm standing, and stand right
damage
there
did it take?
next to the edge, trying to
11. Magical.
goad
What does that mean for my
motherfucker.
concentration check?
Like, I'll go like right up to the edge
I was gonna say.
if there's room for me there. Cool. Yep, trying to get as much distance as I can between dude and dreamer.
If I took 11 points of damage, what's my concentration check gonna be?
10.
Still, it's always 10.
So it is half the amount of damage or 10, whatever's higher.
12.
There you go. Hell yeah. All right. Well, with that, you guys see as the blessings of the Raven Queen go out, this emerald green psionic energy mixed with the Raven Queen's gold as it settles down on the Dreamer, Alyssa, you said Styx?
Yep.
Styx and Kex.
Yep. And then I guess I'll just bonus action prepare psychic parry.
Understood. That concentrating effect on you. Beautiful. All right, with that, Sail, we're almost done.
How's this golem looking?
This golem is not looking great by any means. I wouldn't say he's on death's door, though. They're in double digits.
All right. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I don't know what I want to do with my action. I will. That feels like a waste. I will heal the dreamer
Okay.
with healing word. And
What would be max?
It would be. Yeah, you still have beacon of hope up. So
it'll
it
be
should be
13 then.
yeah.
Clutch.
And then
I didn't plan this at all.
I will give everybody 11 and temp HP. And they can move on their turn if they'd like.
Sorry, point of order. Not max. It's if the caster is within your AoE, not the target. Because if it was the other way around, then Sail wouldn't have gotten healed earlier. So,
Okay.
You would have. I just would have had to have rolled for it.
10.
10.
So one.
Still good.
And 11 temp each.
Yep.
Right.
To
And
the
you guys
dreamer as
move.
well.
Yep.
What was that?
And you guys can move. Correct.
Yes.
How far can we move?
Your speed.
Okay.
So I can do that to 5 creatures.
Is it possible to stand where that giant that's dead is?
We're waiting for him to do a sign.
I'm gonna get the 3 of them, the dreamer, and the standing giant.
Okay, you got it. See, the dreamer starts to. No, I'm kidding.
What is it?
11 temp HP, and you can use your reaction to move.
Excellent.
I will position.
So if you want a reaction, get a foot away from it.
Yes. Yes.
I will position myself opposite of Alyssa to wherever she goes to prepare to. Just gotta wait for one of us to get in.
That's 30 right there for Alyssa, by the way.
I'm gonna use all of my movement to get towards Bastion.
I will go down opposite of Alyssa.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay, and then you're going to take 30 towards Bastion.
Bye, Sail. Bye, Sail.
And then no attack of opportunity because of the ability, correct?
Yep.
You got it.
I love
And
that.
so you
Ice
flap on
forward.
by, dive up and over the Stygian Golem as it tries to but can't, and then immediately tuck dive right underneath the armpit of the giant as it's starting to swing again, and manage to get right up next to Sail. Beautiful.
That's my
As
turn.
the two of you get in between. Hell yeah. All right. Well, that'll bring it to Styx' turn.
Okay. I'm going to use the rest of my movement. I'm going to get on top of Bastion. I'm going to like kneel down and grab him and kind of assess why the healing magic didn't take. Is there a visible wound?
Go and give me a medicine check as a bonus action.
Bonus action. Wait, before I do that, let me make sure that what I'm trying to do is in a bonus action. Okay. Okay. Medicine.
I like to do the soft stats as bonus actions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Medicine check is a little bit more in depth, but
Sticks.
Yeah.
sticks, so
Yeah.
I will allow it.
21.
21. Looking him over, he has wounds, but they all seem superficial. And even as he is down on the ground, he never referred it back to his human form.
Would I like ascertain anything from that? Like normally lycanthropes, when they die, they go back to their normal form, right?
Oftentimes, yes. That may lead you to question which form is his normal form now. But that being said, superficially,
Question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Was Styx in the tavern at the Pride's Call when Bastion came down as an Ashen Paw?
yes. Black Paw.
Black Paw.
Yep.
Ashen Paw sounds cooler though,
Back.
honestly.
Shit.
It was.
Gotta rename everything.
You, Thack, Lolax.
Yep.
Hush was gone.
Hush was gone.
This is
and
my
Ellie.
first time seeing Bastion besides the statue I made of him.
Okay. So that's my movement. Bonus action.
And he does not look the same.
Like Bastion? This guy? This
that
guy
dude's
is
Bastion?
So Styx is gonna look over him, and he's visibly upset. And he is going to cast a Gentle Repose. And yeah, just take his holy symbol in his hand, lay it on him, cast Gentle Repose, say a couple things, look over to Cabus, and then
There's no head left. It's just a stump and a neck.
and then I'm going to like reach my wing out and like brush Sail's shoulder, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do what I can.
Thank you.
That'll be my turn.
Understood. Frost Giant.
So I rolled because He is horribly fucked up, and this thing keeps hurting him. So to determine whether or not he just doubled down or tried to get it away or get away, with a -5, he got above a 10. So he's going to try to shove this thing. And he's going to try to shove it into the Nixium to the right. Yeah. Just like a baseball bat with his axe. Like.
All right, so contested athletics.
21.
11.
All right.
Goodbye.
He baseball bats it sideways into the Nixium.
Make a shove attack for 10 feet. 5, 10. It is teetering.
Fucking do it again. Do I have flanking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. 25.
1.
All right.
Dice are not friendly today. We've all rolled low.
Question: were these things bipedal?
Yes.
I was totally imagining like Gigalith or something. Mm-hmm. This changes everything in my head.
That's a solid take. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Can I?
I heard like Glass Golem. I'm like, oh, Pokemon, Gigalith, nice.
Thinking like Avalugg.
Oh, they didn't. All right, never mind.
It's gonna show us the stats.
I thought it was gonna show you the art bigger, but
okay.
it didn't.
It's actually smaller, which is kind of impressive.
Just make his token 10 times bigger than it is.
So yeah, off into the drink.
On top of the giant that was down there, slowly sinking.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And with that, we will end combat, as that was the last combatant.
I would like to sink 4 cure wounds into the giant dreamer.
Takes you some time.
I'm like immediately when we're in the clear, I'm running up to the giant. Probably not going to understand me very well, but I'm trying to tell him to go grab Nair's body that's inside the Nixium.
You run up, try to talk to it, and
I will mind link with it.
there's nothing to mind link with.
I think
Or a base. That's it.
I think there's a floor for you to, like an intelligence floor that you have before you can actually talk to them.
So he just is not going
Let's throw
to
you a rope.
understand me. I mean, yeah, if you want to do it that way, that's probably the only way.
You're the only one
can
that
try
doesn't need to
something.
breathe.
This is true.
I can try something.
What's the something?
I can turn into a giant octopus and just try to reach down.
It is Nixium, though.
It's
would
mainly affected teleport magic for us.
It's true. I just have a bad feeling about it.
Up to you. I'll go or you go. I'll go. We're taking too long.
All right.
Yeah, tie a rope to me. I'm gonna jump. Can I get somebody else to hold on to it as well? Just 2 people.
Can we give the rope to the giant and be like, hold?
I'll offer it up to him and be like, in primordial, hold.
I'm gonna say to my friends as I'm continuing to just try to get this dreamer back conscious. I'm gonna say, make sure it's long enough. I think it's probably like, I don't know.
All right.
I only have 50 feet, so
I got this, Alyssa. You got this, Kex.
Okay. Inspired.
Yep.
All right. I'm diving in.
That's my last 2.
The Nixium bog itself, it's even if you open your eyes down here, you cannot see. Mm-hmm. So if you could, please make me an investigation check at
Disadvantage. Yep. That's totally fine with me.
How much heal the dreamer for?
48 plus 20.
Damn it.
So
20.
what's 8 times 4? 32?
Do it again.
That's correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then plus 20 because it's 4 individual casts.
Mm-hmm.
So
So 52.
yes.
I will also give them 26 from me.
And while all of this is happening, I'm going to cast Freedom of Movement and give it to Kex.
Oh, cool. Nat 20 dropped for 14. So 28. Do I need it to be more?
28. 28 will do.
Okay.
You dive down and realize this is deep. You manage to get down there. Your natural psionics and holy energy give you a bit of light to work with. Mm-hmm. That being said, as you do finally come in contact with Nair, you are 50 feet for you, stretching to grab him.
Yeah.
It's just not quite enough as he is around 70 feet down. You've located him, but at this point in time, can you please make me a con saving throw?
Yeah. 21.
21. All right, that is one success.
Okay.
As far as con saving throws go,
Okay.
you're just not quite close enough to get him. What are you gonna do?
There's nothing I can do. Okay.
Can you do your invisible jaunt thing?
I become ethereal. I can't touch him. Yeah.
If it matters, it's not difficult terrain, or you're not affected by difficult terrain because you have freedom of movement.
It's the length of the rope that's the problem.
It's the length of the rope, and I'm not very strong.
That's why I tried to see if anybody else could tie it real quick, but
Okay. I'm gonna. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna
Now would be the
teleport.
time to do that.
I'm gonna dagger teleport down to him. Is there a surface I can throw it on?
There's a bottom to this, yeah.
Yeah. Is that where he's at? Is the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. I will dagger teleport.
All right. You are now 20 feet away from the
Yep.
stuff at this point in time. Because it's an action to teleport, correct? Or is it
The bonus action.
Okay, continue.
Yep. Okay, and I have freedom of movement. I'm gonna grab him, and I'm gonna fuck, dude. Shit.
does the teleport dagger work in the Nixium?
It is teleportation. No, it does not.
Doesn't work. Shit.
You watch it go out and plant, and then as you will yourself to go, nothing happens.
Doesn't go. Okay.
Good call.
I'm sorry.
Yep. No, you're fine. You're fine. I will just swim down and grab him, and then try to pull, and then try to swim back up and grab the rope.
All right.
That's all I can.
That is going to be an action.
Okay.
Can you please give me an athletics check?
Athletics. Okay.
Yep. You're trying to.
Yep.
And it's going to be a high one because he's wearing plate. He's big and heavy as it is.
How are you seeing him?
Very carefully.
19.
19.
Yeah.
The DC I literally said was 18. You get him. Con saving throw, please.
Okay. I still have my inspiration that Sayo gave me.
Are you still concentrating on bless?
I am still concentrating on bless. I didn't realize. It's a check though, so it wouldn't have mattered. I would have been able to use it for that, but shit. 13. I'm gonna need your inspiration. What is it?
E10.
E10.
Big.
I'm doing so much shit. Mathing. 17.
That will fail.
Okay.
As this condensed Nixium is wrought from the lifeblood and energy of the dreamer himself, the DC is higher than it was for the Stygian glass, DC of 20.
Yep.
Do you have a second level spell slot left?
Yeah.
Bless is a feature from the Raven Queen, so
It
that doesn't
is.
take one.
It is. I believe I do. Yeah.
Cast a shield.
I casted a shield. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Mark off your second level spell slot.
Sure.
As it gets drained away from you
Okay.
by the Nixium that you were within.
Okay.
Oh.
Do I still get to the rope though?
You do.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I'm going to tap on the shoulder.
Starts pulling it.
Yep.
That takes a little bit of time. I need one more con saving throw from you.
Con save. Okay. You said DC was 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Buddy spirit bomb him.
No, I'm kidding.
20, dirty 20. 18 plus 2.
Just makes it.
Yep.
As you get pulled out, you can feel there is a deep cold within your bones. The magic essence that you hold
heart's about
gets
to
ripped
jump
out of you. But you hold on to the magical tether that keeps you alive and connected to the weave.
Oh my goodness.
Me.
My heart's beating out of my chest.
Put it back in there.
I'm trying.
They need to put mesh over that too.
maybe. Not no.
As you're pulled out, the giant holds you there. You guys see as Kex, drenched in this Nixium, it is caked onto him. It is more mud than it is water at this point in time.
Good. Clean him up.
Bring him here.
Dude,
I'll try.
I need help. Like,
I'm gonna try prestidigitation.
Does not take.
That's gross. All right. I'll try cleaning anyway.
Yeah. Can you gentle repose him? Or try to right now?
Yeah, come over and I will gentle repose.
Dude, he's in full plate, and I barely just.
Oh God. Okay.
We are assisting you. We will help.
Yes.
You.
I swear.
I'm holding
Don't
Bastion
make me stop
still.
doing this and turn this car around, kids.
So I'm gonna lay Bastion down for a second after gentle reposing him. I'm gonna go over and assist Sael in cleaning this person off, and then I'm gonna try and gentle repose.
All right. This does take a medicine check, oddly enough, to get the corruption off the person.
Assistance.
So advantage.
Do I need a medicine check for me to get it off of myself?
We're gonna get
20,
there.
Okay.
27.
27, easy enough. You guys rip this plate off of him. There's no ceremony about it. You guys know that the plate itself is holding a ton of it. The leather straps, you know that can be repaired later. Who cares?
Getting a full view there, Alyssa.
You literally have to actually disrobe him entirely and make sure all of this is no longer touching. As
Ooh, a mud-covered corpse.
Technically, I'm a mud-covered corpse.
And with the assistance between the two of you, do get that taken care of and squared away. While they're doing that, they're not attending to you. Mm-hmm. You can take an action to do it yourself if you'd like. All right. Go and give me a medicine check then.
Okay. What's the DC?
20.
Oh.
Impossible.
I can roll a nat 20 and maybe get it. So.
Heart of the cards.
Can Styx look over and give guidance?
Guidance is an action. You're already doing something.
I do have my bless though.
You sure do.
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Heart of the cards.
I'm sharding my
Okay.
cards.
21. Andrew. I know this is my consequence of my own actions, but I'm still blaming you. Okay.
That's fine. You managed to get yourself cleaned off. While doing that, you were still touching it, though. I do need one more con save, and we will be done.
Done with Kex's life.
Can I give him bless?
He already is
have bless.
benefiting from bless. It doesn't stack.
Okay.
Kicking my bed.
Bruh. Jesus Christ, man. Can I have an idea. Can I do my ethereal thing? Will that get the goop off of me?
Is it an action to do that?
It is.
Use your action to get the goop off.
The frost giant sees his favorite rock get fished back up.
Oh my goodness. Is it still, it's still the same DC?
It is still.
It will hurt you.
Okay. I got a 3 or 4. That's a 4.
Total of?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
So you couldn't have gotten a 3.
So,
No, yeah, I couldn't.
as
Have a 3.
you all start to get to work and get all of this Stygian Nixium mud off of each other and the corpse on the side there, Kex, you just barely managed to hold on. You do not receive 2 levels of exhaustion, as it has no more magic to pull.
Okay, I thought I was going to get killed. I shouldn't have stressed. I mean, it could have been killed if I failed successions of those.
2 is pretty bad.
2's pretty bad. I've had 2.
All the bodies have been pulled out of the sludge that you guys currently want. You guys do have a brain-addled frost giant amongst you. That is kind of looking around, trying to figure out what's going on.
He forgot his friend was here because it sunk below the mud. So he's just going up to the dreamer like,
Yeah.
Do you have any resurrection left?
Yes. So Styx is going to have you guys bring
Near
over by Bastion. Styx is going to take out the diamond that he got, realize that he is not prepared for resurrection. He's going to lay it on the ground. He's going to take his mace and he's going to smash it.
You're trying to make dust?
Yes.
Here's the thing. There are legitimate tools and things that
I have gem cutter's tools.
I know. It takes time, is my point.
How much time?
It is a downtime activity.
But like how much? Because they are gentle repose, but I am trying my hardest to like get this.
You have not gentle reposed him yet.
Oh.
You didn't do back. You didn't do.
Oh, we just got it off. We were going through. Yes, gentle repose. Sorry, I forgot that. I thought we already did.
It's a downtime activity. It takes 8 hours to grind it down to dust.
Do you have the 5th level? Raise dead.
No. Well, no. I don't have a 5th level.
Can the diamond just be consumed for this, or does it specifically have to be diamond?
Here's what I'm trying to do.
So if it has to be diamond dust.
So I'm trying to smash it so I can use 2 revivifies.
It wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, it would.
It's a 500 gold diamond. You need 300.
No, it's 1,000 specifically because we wanted it to be the cost for resurrection.
Yep, correct.
If you're asking if you can take 1,000 gold diamond and turn it into 1,000 gold worth of dust,
yes,
you 100% can. You cannot just hit it with your mace with your -1 strength.
Alyssa.
In her -1 strength.
She doesn't have her gauntlets.
Giant.
Oh, you want the big guy to handle the special?
I mean, is it something? Okay.
So
Styx is just kind of freaking out right now.
Yeah.
So you guys are seeing me, like, you're seeing me kind of like freak out, and you see that I have the diamond, and you see that I literally can't. Styx is now muttering something about the discordance. And what did Kelemvor say when he was like saying you need people? Like, what was the word that he used? Constituents.
Comrades.
Yeah.
Compatriots.
He mentioned you guys as your compatriots.
Yeah. So he's mentioning, like, he's muttering about, like, discordance is coming. I need to save them. We need people. And like, gentle repose them both. And he, like, is going to get up and, like, start walking back towards the dreamer and, like, scratching his head.
Nair has a dose of diamond dust for a revivify. It was on his kit.
As I'm walking away, do you say anything about this?
Nair can't. Tex wouldn't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Nair told everybody what he could do in prep. Revivify was mentioned.
Would Styx remember this?
History check for it.
History check. I'd say a disadvantage at this point in time because you're talking about how hysterical you currently are.
Am I still
19?
Beaconed up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant, like, am I still using all my actions to basically heal this guy?
You have one more round, and then you're done doing that. Yeah.
Do I still have bless?
Yes.
And it's on checks, right?
Checks. Yes.
Okay, so
D4.
that was a nat 20 -1, dropped to a 10 -1. D4, 12.
12? You remember Nair could do healing. You don't know what that means, though. You don't know, like, it's more that he may have potions and stuff on him that you can go look for. You don't know exactly what he meant by that because you can't remember him going like, I have 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust on my body.
So,
like,
Alyssa's dealing with the dreamer. You're kind of wandering around muttering. You were wiping yourself down. Will start collecting all the shit we just cut off of Nair and Bastion's effects and kind of getting them prepped for us to leave.
Oh, and
Do I happen to notice a crinkly little bag of spice while I'm going through Nair's effects?
sure.
Okay. He sticks.
Head swivel. I'm gonna run over, grab it, while heading towards Bastion as well. I'm gonna open it up.
There's diamond dust in there. It is caked in Nixium because he took a dive.
Try and clean it.
I use my magic Aqualad powers.
When
Finger gonna water.
I was thinking more like.
when it's an opportune moment, I'm gonna search Cabas.
I'm gonna try and clean it off.
All right. It's not hard to do. You have a gem cutter's kit that comes with tumblers and things like that for specifically cleaning up gems and all that kind of stuff. It's just going to take time. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna do that.
But not 8 hours, correct?
I'm gonna sit down next to Bastion and Nier and pull the backpack out, which I assume I maybe duct tape the gem cutter kit. Start dumping the contents into the gem cutter's kit and grabbing a ration of water and dumping it in, trying to get it clean.
I'm just whenever Andrew's ready for that.
So, you guys see, you have pulled the dead bodies out. You have them set aside, cleaned up. Kex has gotten himself cleaned, and at this point is awkwardly walking around, pretty much naked, as he is now checking Cabas's corpse. On Cabas's corpse.
Oh, I don't need an investigation check or anything?
We're taking time.
Okay.
It's
fair enough.
Yeah. I was gonna be your passive, and what's your investigation?
Passive investigation is 24.
Yeah, that's I figured it was something like that.
Okay.
That's why I wasn't worried about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Please.
God damn it. Oh, you should have witnessed the one we had earlier.
At the restaurant or before I came?
Before you came.
If that was at the restaurant, that would have been really cool. Strolled up to fancy meat restaurant and just fucking.
It's something I very badly regret that we didn't have recorded.
I'm really glad I don't have to listen to whatever it was.
We expected that.
Yeah.
All right. Looking over Cabas's person, the Nagpa, they don't generally keep magical items on them. Nope. They are their own deal. They don't normally need any special staffs or anything like that. Though you do see she does have a staff on her that she was using. She has a handful of magical components, nothing too important. She has things like guano. She has things like phosphorus, things like that, as well as a ring that has a symbol of a black gauntlet crushing out the sun, and a strip of paper on it where she is. It looks like she was corresponding with Nordal.
Okay.
Essentially, it was is coming from Nordal, saying that he's in position with Elder
Edis?
Mia. Sorry, Milia. That's it.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna spit on her and walk away.
Spit on that thing.
Sure.
No ivory strips of bone with runes or.
She doesn't have the same teleport amulet?
No.
Hers was power word kill.
Yep. She didn't seem to be worried about it.
That's a
Is
good
the amulet
contingency
still
plan.
there? Or did it get consumed with it?
I think
The amulet?
Yeah.
That she had around her neck?
Yeah. I'll take that for sentimental reasons.
It's a very similar amulet that Sail would notice in Styx as being very similar to the amulet Thak had at one point in time.
Oh, hey.
put that down.
What?
Could I see that?
Sure.
Thank you.
I don't know why I would not give it to you.
Last time a friend of mine walked off with one of those, his son turned into a werewolf and started attacking us, and he joined the Boros again.
Well,
And we're both going to look down at Bastion.
Yeah. But
here you go.
and we're fixing half of
You want
that.
me to just throw that in the water?
No. I want to have that so I can yell at it when I'm upset.
Fair enough. Anybody got like a towel or something? Thank you.
The giant takes his loincloth off.
It's a blanket for kegs.
Smells awful.
Sleeping bag.
At this point in time, there's a lull as you guys have accomplished what you wanted to do. Cabas is dead. The Dreamer is here, if not coherent still. You've pumped a bunch of healing into him. You see as like the actual parts of stone that have been broken off and everything like that have been put back together, but he himself is still catatonic. There's something more that needs to be done.
So I would like, if given a few minutes, to try identifying the Dreamer to understand the magical effects that he is under.
Sure.
I am to share my plan with you. If I am able to affect him with any kind of magic, I'm going to try to cast Dream on him to send him to Juceris. To try to reestablish his connection mentally, if I think that it's even a possibility to get him mentally somewhere safer.
Looking over him and using like Identify to figure out everything that is going on, you get the idea that he is completely and utterly magically spent with multiple levels of exhaustion from being kept here for so long within the Stygian bog, this Nixium bog, and that if this were any other entity,
He would be dead.
he would be dead.
Yep.
That is why he is catatonic. That is why he's not been responding. You guys are pumping him full of health. That's great. His body is starting to knit back together. But that does not stop the fact that he is so tired and so checked out that his consciousness is not there.
Okay.
At least not in a way that you'd be able to communicate with, as found by Kex. The Intellect Fortress took hold and did actually help in wresting control away from Cabas herself, that type of thing. But it is a baseline intellect.
Okay.
It is that of a monster or a lower primordial at the moment. Not to say this can't be fixed, but it will take time and somebody to care for him.
Do I think his body is immutable? Like I cannot change him with a polymorph?
Is there a save for polymorph, or is it a spell attack?
If they...
They're unconscious, it doesn't matter.
He's not unconscious. He's just catatonic, though.
Yeah.
It's fair.
The earth, in its own way, is difficult to change. Those with hands delicate and caring enough to do so, though, can. You get the idea that it would be difficult,
Right.
but not impossible.
Okay.
Can you tell Saffron to let Nether know what we've done?
Sure. Reach out to Saffron.
Is there still forbiddance?
Forbiddance doesn't.
She was already able to pop in and out.
She popped in and out before.
Yeah.
I can.
You can't dispel it or drop it as an action. It lasts a
We
day
can just give her the password.
unless she knows the password.
I mean, yeah. Give her the password.
I'll try to do the new polite thing we've been doing of I'm going to summon you now and then try to summon her.
Okay. You give her the password, and you hear over the head, oh, okay. What was it?
Free bird.
Oh, yeah. Free bird. As you snap, you see Saffron is there. She's missing her shoes.
What happened to your...
Oh, they got covered in that gunk.
Yeah, I would take them off too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Gross.
I'll see about getting you some new ones from the cat trading post.
I was just going to steal them.
If you usually pay for things, nobody will expect it was you that stole it.
People don't expect me to have gold. It takes up half my person.
One piece.
I'll look into getting you a bag. Wouldn't it be really funny if you had a tiny bag you could just open up and gold would fall? Or you could use it for pranks.
Bag we could give her.
I like that. Yeah. What's up, boss? Captain Lord, sir?
Please. You will refer to me as Sahil, as you did when we made the contract. Please.
Mr. Sahil, Captain Lord, sir.
You need not.
She has a shit-eating grin on her face.
Shit. Love it.
So,
We need to let Nether know that we're good here.
is he looking stable enough to where I can pull my anchors back out and stow them?
They're still pumping out Nixium.
Okay. I think at that point, I'm just going to look around. Do I see where Clang went?
It seems like he went back where you guys came from, into the bog.
So where all the people are. Okay. I'm going to cast Bless on those who aren't affected by Cax's Bless, if that's still up.
It would be done by now.
Yeah, that's a minute.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to go check on my gnome friend and see if there's anybody else out there that we can help.
Okay.
Be careful.
Six is gonna
Stay out of the bog.
throw a potion at you.
I'm gonna follow you in a second then, after I'm done with Saffron. Would you let Nether know we are safe here? We're going to try to get, and I'm sorry, I just died.
Don't do that.
We're going to try to get the Dreamer out of here. We have quite a few people we're going to try to get out of here, potentially. I don't remember if he offered to help us leave.
Oh, gods, no. He doesn't want to be in the Shadowfell. He was fine sending you to it. I don't think he wants to come here.
That's fair.
I don't know how you're going to get out.
We have an idea. But, yeah, if you could let him know so he could let Juceris know.
We will, we'll play sending stones.
I appreciate it.
All right. Free bird!
I will follow.
All right. The Kex, are you going with?
No, I'm going to stay and look for the focus and crystal.
Sure. All right. The two of you head on out.
I will mind link us before they walk out. 8 hours.
Okay.
All right.
You wander on out. The bog itself, again, deep, dark, and those with dark vision, you can only see about to the edge of it before it continues to be deep and dark. Mm-hmm. You go check on your friend. She is sat there shivering and has a new cloak that was not there before.
Do I recognize the cloak?
Tattered, burnt, and the telltale purple of the Nagpa and what they wear. Possibly the cloak of Clang. Has been balled up and put under her head like a pillow.
So she's looking stable.
Yeah, you guys stabilized her. That said, she never got cleaned up. Yep. She's been doing her best. So she's just sitting there shivering. Just there are mud streaks all over her of this Nixium bog water.
Can I inspect her to see if she has any glass shards or things that would prevent?
We healed her.
Yeah, she got healed up.
Okay. Then I'm just going to try to clean off the Nixium.
Go and give me a medicine check. She's already been working on this for quite a while, so the DC is lowered considerably.
I will provide assistance.
There you go. Take it at advantage.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah.
We're
Nice.
So you take a few moments and taking some of the cloaks that she's already kind of muddied up, take some of your ration water, soak it, and wipe her off. She is very much injured and has multiple levels of exhaustion. After seeing what Kex went through and how almost deadly that was, you get the idea that they've been going through the same thing here. That being said, you do 100% clean her up, and she... Thank you.
Cool.
There was a bird man that came through, unlike your bird guy.
Did he say anything?
He said he was sorry and he didn't want to. And he gave me the cloak and said that was all he could do.
Free now.
Okay. Who all is left down here?
There's a few. Some of the people from the prisons. But there are a couple others, too, that I don't know.
Okay, well.
We couldn't see each other very well.
My friends and I are going to try to rescue as many as we can. Cabas is no longer.
You say that and there's sigh of relief. Thank God.
What exactly happened?
So when everything happened at Sunhome and they got us out, they separated some of us, added others. There was this guy called the Soulsmith. He saw to and checked in with Matron Cabas about what was going on here. They had already had the stone fella, the sleeper, I think. And he was resistant to what they needed to do. So they took us when we were no longer of use for the Stiggy and iron production, and they put us on those spikes, and they were healing us just enough to keep us alive, but enough that we would still bleed out into the bog. They said if we couldn't be one type of battery, we would be another.
I'm just going to grab her in closer and make sure that the teddy bear is still there.
She holds it tight and begins to sob. You can feel the teddy bear close around her arm a little bit more, and there's a chuckle as she looks down at it, at the credulity of it, really, the juxtaposition of where you guys are and how awful things have been. She now has scars going through one hip all the way through and out a shoulder now, as you guys healed her to make sure that she was stable. But it was still a traumatic experience in itself. And just the juxtaposition to look down and see a teddy bear hug her and in your dad's voice say, "It's gonna be okay. You got this."
I break a little bit here in my dad's voice.
I will try to give them a moment and step out towards where the other ones were. And if I can, determine who is alive and who is undead on the stakes.
Again, this will take time, and you will need to be very careful, probably sending Saffron out ahead of you to look into these things after the message has been relayed. Probably not wanting to dive into the bog water to go look after them yourself. So Saffron comes back and kind of skimming the tops of these stakes that have been left out like morbid scarecrows. And she casts light on herself and goes across this aquamarine, purple, blue jet of light going around, and you see a few catatonic and dead, not undead, but just past. Unfortunately, just onto the stake, and then others still, like zombies, trying to reach up for Saffron, but she's just too high. She understands this. She lives this. And then a few, eyes caked shut by this disgusting Nixium bog, this mud cracking open to see, and racks of sobs. With time. And I would say this is enough for a short rest for those of you that are not doing extraneous work. Those of you that are assisting getting people out of the bog, whether that be flying over or like this will be considered extraneous. You will not benefit from the short rest. But over the course of the next couple of hours, because you need to be very, very careful as you do this, right? You will extract those that are alive and quarantine those that are undead, and then extract those that are just truly dead. Those that are alive, there are only about 6, and one of them stands out amongst the rest, being a little bit younger looking and a little less wary and a little less tired. Actually, no. Sorry. It's timey-wimey in the Fae. Mm-hmm. The Dreamer was here first, so he would actually look the worst.
Yep.
But still barely alive. The final son of Juceris. What's his name?
I'm
What's
pulling
he
his
look
name
like?
up right now. It's all on. I thought I put it on Nair's character sheet, but it's all on Juceris's. So give me one sec. Notes. Olas.
Olas. Bronze, correct?
Yes. Olas lore, dreamer, dream and slumber.
Yep. He is comparatively to like Nair, a smaller and slighter Eladrin man.
Okay.
He has just the hints of autumn starting to creep in around his temples. You don't know if that is due to age, you don't know if that is due to stress, or if that's just the mood he normally inhabits. But kind of pulling him up, there's like, and taking him off to the side. Dad?
Soon.
Okay. Do I get to sleep? Where's...
All right. You gotta walk for a couple of minutes and you can take a nap.
Can't walk.
All right. Well, you get to be dragged for a couple of minutes and then you get to nap.
Or...
Let's go get you closer to the Dreamer.
Okay. As you start to pull him along.
Try to get everybody in.
Yep. 100%. Who are you guys?
We are the Broken Wings. We are here to help you and your father and the Dreamer and kill all of the Nagpa. Cabus is dead.
Bitch is dead.
I thought I was hallucinating. Did I hear Nair earlier?
Yes, you did.
Good. He'll be able to fix things.
After you wake up.
This is not telling.
Nah. I don't want to tell him right now.
Yeah. So much.
You will go back to sleep. You wanted to check on...
I wanted to look for the
focus crystal.
Yep, looking for the focus crystal.
And then I have one thing that I wanted to do.
If I cannot find what I think it is by just investigating, I can use my new thing from the Raven Queen.
Please first go and give me an investigation check.
Yes. Open phone. It's a plus 14. I know that. Nat 20.
Natural 20, easy enough.
34.
That the area in the map that she kept hedging back towards, there is a pedestal back there that you see is a bunch of controls, essentially. In the center of it is a spire-like crystal. Just looking around and knowing Cabas, she seems to have had this set up a lot more refined than the fire pillar was. The fire pillar had multiple nodules and everything going on, right? This has one nodule that goes all the way down into the bog, and you realize she was siphoning all of the power from the Dreamer and the sorcerers trapped within the bog from this local area. Those braziers of soul flame and everything that were kicking around, they were basically being used as exhaust vents.
Okay. So burn off.
And
interesting setup.
The rings that you guys destroyed were basically a small set of artificial ley lines that were made to coalesce.
Super elaborate.
Yes.
Are those like basically similar to what was kind of like runic-wise scattered around the fire pillar?
Yes, except she had hers much more succinct and put together.
As she would.
The crafting of it alone would be just below Alyssa, which is terrifying.
So we know that Cabas has good taste and Okef is trashy. Got it.
Both of them are dead.
Nope, Okef's still alive.
Which one?
Yep.
Otanya?
Otanya died.
Yep, we've killed 2. We killed the most. We
11
killed
more.
We killed Queen Bitch though.
You did.
Is there any writing or anything around the console, any rooms or anything? I don't want to mess with it. I just wanted to find it because I do not have the know-how to know if I mess with anything, it's going to be bad.
Sure. Looking at it, you see there is a up-down for a platform of sorts. You're assuming for whatever the Dreamer is standing on. He is essentially slack in his area right now, but it's just so tight that it keeps him from falling all the way down, is the deal. So there's probably something that would raise up and push him back out onto a level surface where you guys are. There is also, you see, feed in, feed outs. Basically these symbols that are representative of the other pillars. You see the fire pillar, out, air pillar, on, water pillar, on, earth pillar, on.
Okay. Am I like 100% confident if I flip the lever, it would raise the Dreamer out of the bog?
With a 28? Yeah.
Yeah. 34.
Oh, was it 34? My bad. I'm so sorry.
You want it to be 42?
How dare you?
Oh, that was a natural 20. Of course
you wanted it to be 20? You wanted it to be 42?
Do you think he can't roll 30s?
Yeah, if I'm confident, 100% confident that it will just raise him out, I will do it.
That's all it does.
Yep. Okay. I will flip it to get him out of the bog.
You guys hear as the...
I would tell everybody, like, hey.
Please.
Yep.
The runic circles that go around this area start to pick up in speed. And then you hear the telltale sign of as chains start to pull.
The frost giant's like and tries to like drag him out.
That's actually perfect. Yeah. So as the bottom is being raised up, the Dreamer's arm is getting pulled, and he's massive compared to this giant, but the giant is very strong. So he has to put quite a bit of effort into it, but does manage to lay him out properly. The Dreamer, splayed out, takes up probably the entirety of this dais. Yep. He is made of stone, and he's been healed. You guys can walk over him if you need to.
Yeah.
But obviously, I don't think you guys are going to be disrespectful. He still has 2 spigots coming out of his shoulder. But as you pull him all the way out, you realize there were holes carved into the stone of his skin that were intentionally letting this bog seep in.
Yep.
As well as letting his essence seep out.
Okay. Some more.
So as you pull him out, the spigots start to wane. They still have some more work to do, but it's now no longer just recycling. He was basically full of shit, and you gave him an outlet, so he was like half full of shit.
Now he can be emptied.
yes, he can actually get to empty.
Cool.
Working to get milk all the magic pus out of them.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Cool. Rad. Awesome. Love it.
While all that was happening, Styx is still going to be distraught, but seeing that right now, while he's, trying to refine the diamonds, figure out the best way to do this, he's going to walk over to Cabus's body. He's going to kneel. He's going to grab his holy symbol, and he's going to cast ceremony. And he's going to recite, he's going to say, in like a deep grumble, "May you be judged by the gods you detest so. May salvation find you regardless of the lives you've ruined. And may you watch over the broken wings as they right the many wrongs you've heinously commit.
Very nice.
May your judgment be fair, yet harsh. In Kelmbor's name." And he's just going to get up and turn around and walk back towards Bastion as he's still wrapping up the many wounds that probably mostly Near sustained, like wrapping them up in preparation to try and get them back.
So you did like the burial ceremony?
Also means she can't become undead.
Yep.
Yep.
Good call.
So
And remember, you don't have to refine the gems. You're just cleaning the other ones.
How much did he have, like, actually?
I didn't want to be. I just basically brought one charge of Revivify.
Okay, so I have enough to revivify.
I didn't want to be like, oh, he's got 1,000 gold worth of diamonds. That's kind of.
And Styx is trying to determine what he should do first. He wants to get Bastion first, but he thinks that it might be more beneficial to get Near. So he's just kind of sitting there waiting for this stuff to get refined and waiting for everybody to get back.
In a few hours, we come back with 7 total.
6 total.
And the gnome was one of the 6.
Yes.
Okay.
When we have the 6 like all kind of like gathered around, like are they all like barely conscious or?
Yeah, some of them are just straight up unconscious.
Okay.
As you pull them out. They have had so many levels of exhaustion that if they were left for another like prolonged stint, they probably would have died today.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to take out my sketchbook and I'm going to sketch images of like what this looked like and then diagrams of like how this operated.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to make copies so that way we can show people what they're doing if we need to in the future. And I'm also going to write notes and leave them on like the 6 people that we've gathered. And I'm going to write, with the exception of the one who's conscious, I'm going to write, "If you want to live peacefully, we can make that happen. If you want revenge, come with us." And then I'm just going to sign it with the symbol of the broken wings.
Which is just a chicken wing snapped in half.
Yep. Fried chicken. I will do a song of rest once we get everybody in the room and the dreamer is out. And anybody who is taking a short rest now that we have retrieved everybody will heal a little bit more, but I'm just trying to keep the rescues docile while we try to figure out how to get out of here.
Okay.
I found the focus crystal, by the way. It's in the back of the room. I would suggest you looking at it. It was on the panel to get the dreamer out. I don't want to touch the crystal because I'm not sure.
I wonder how much energy is being stored right now. And if it can even be returned to the Dreamer, or if there's some way we could direct it to the Raven Queen.
We need to return the crystal and the Dreamer back. That's what Jusera said.
I understand that, but the way that this bog operated was as a battery.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's just going to, I hate to say it this way, if it's going to sit here and go to waste, I would rather it go to the Raven Queen. And if it can go to the Dreamer, then I think that might help too.
We will talk about the Raven Queen when everybody's ready. That might not be the best idea. Did you find... I'm assuming you guys relayed who you found while you were going through the bog. Yeah, okay. So I would, when Nair's brother is conscious, probably have him look at the crystal. He would be the most familiar with it.
That's a good call. I'm happy to take a look too.
Yeah.
I left everybody here a note, but I think it's time that I take on some apprentices who have a better idea of what they're doing than Daniel did.
Find a safe place for him to do some work.
Yeah.
Just take over the control room.
Might as well.
We'll see. They need to be recovered. Can't just leave them here.
Is with that. Sayun, you receive a message.
Ring.
Judge Asperia.
Oh, shit. Fucking.
Oh my. Okay.
The guild pact is broken. The city still stands. A new coalition has been struck to fight back. Your exile has been lifted, and Niv-Mizzet returned.
Okay.
Benefits.
Cabas is dead. The Dreamer is with us, but unresponsive. The Twilight Courts will join your coalition.
We saved air.
Save the pillars.
Yeah, we saved 2 pillars.
We have partially saved 2 pillars. The Ordaining in the north may be your allies. I wasn't counting my words, so I'm going to call it there.
I think that's...
over.
I don't think it's quite over. I think you might actually have like 2 or 3 left.
Oh.
But we're going to call it there.
Love you, kisses. Yeah.
It just ends at love you.
Warm.
All right.
Is my tavern there?
If I could feel something, I would.
Hilda
Says Judge Spirit.
contacts Alyssa.
Hilda. Hey there, lady.
Hey.
Althea went snooping into the Shadowfell. We have info for your team. Where are you?
What pillar is this? Earth?
Yes.
Earth. Yep. Shadowfell. Earth pillar.
Shadowfell, Earth Pillar. Cabas is dead. Dreamer is here. Lots of opportunities. Potentially a Soul Flame battery that needs to be used.
At one point, you asked me what Hildegard would have been doing in the background. Mm-hmm. I believe I said she is focusing Soul Flame research.
Yep.
Okay.
In my head, Hilda and Althea took this from 2 different angles. One, Hilda probably would have gone to the Pillar of Flame, found it, at least on the continent side, Yulstein side, and found it pretty much completely sundered. But would have allowed her to look over some of the things that happened there, including Sticky and Iron, as well as all that. Althea, being sneakier out of the 2 of you,
A little bit.
went to the Shadowfell to figure out what the fuck a soulsmith is, because that fire that it uses almost killed her forever. Mm-hmm. So she has been in the Shadowfell sneaking around, looking around. And I have been rolling in the background
Mom?
to try and figure out when timelines converge. And you guys going from the Fae to the Shadowfell, that's some extra fucky time magic there.
Yep.
I will tell you above table, coming to the Shadowfell this time around, you guys have lost a few weeks in the material plane.
Oh, good.
Which is what allowed Niv-Mizzet to return and all of this to happen.
Okay.
Which is why you're getting the info dump now, because everything's kicked off.
Okay. It is what it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Imagine if we had Althea during this fight.
Well, you would have probably clapped.
So, Hilda, if I remember correctly, has plane shift, doesn't she?
Plane shift gate.
She has gate, yeah.
I also have plane shift, but I would need to rest.
Oh my gosh, she has gate.
Fuck. How much words did I have left?
You're getting towards the end of it. Is there a short thing you'd like to add?
Password is Freebird.
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
I didn't want to be like, tell us the password, but like, tell us the password.
Oh God, we need that bad.
Yeah.
You guys hear in Hilda's voice ring around the area here. Freebird. As
Could look up.
now standing amongst you next to the Dreamer are Hilgard, Braun Anvil, and the former queen of Veldan, Althea Mapleleaf.
Harbeck's alive?
No.
Oh.
They had the same surname.
Oh, I thought you said Hilda Braun Anvil, and I was like, oh.
I actually have chills and dopamine just in my veins right now. This is so good.
No, her title is Hilgard. Her last name is Braun Anvil.
I remember. I thought they were separate.
Yeah. So I guess technically it'd be Hilgard Braun Anvil if you wanted to do the correct military tradition.
Hyphenated.
Standing amongst you, you guys see Althea has quite a few injuries currently. Okay. There is a spider web of necrosis going across a injury that she is currently holding, kind of up across the back of her head. You know that if Hilda could have healed it, she would have.
Same thing with Hilda. Yeah.
Hilda looks fine.
Yeah.
As Hilda typically do.
Need to check my spells. Should add one more.
And she will, the two of them will look around, survey, and go, oh, Althea speaking. You have a retinue.
Yeah.
Do they need a ride home?
Yes.
Yes, please.
We need to get Big Guy back to the Twilight Court
This is the Dreamer.
right away.
Hello, the Dreamer.
We came here on behalf of Duceris to save the Dreamer, get the crystal and his son, and get him back because he is currently holding his realm together.
He has some anchors in him that are currently getting rid of the Nixium, and I'm just going to point to that. It's a little bit of like hoping that Hilda sees the craftsmanship.
It's like the looks at it and then the side eye.
I think Hilda can very much see the craftsmanship of something like this. Not made of metal.
Of wood.
Which for Hilda, I think would be even more like, not your favorite, but also like, oh, you did that without metal?
That organic stuff.
Hilda's looking at it. I'm like 40, almost 50 on the roll.
Wow.
A little bit of salt.
We should have asked you to help with the wings and the perihelion.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I'm running out of time these days. There's an urgent need for resourceful people. And I have new materials that you might be interested in as well.
Not here. Let's get us somewhere less atrocious.
Really quick, while they're talking, can Styx walk up to Hildegard and
Hello.
I'm still gonna bow. I'm gonna bow to you because you are very much a cleric of clerics.
We'll give you
A curt
small
nod.
one back.
He's gonna pull out his diamond and he's gonna be like, Hildegard, please. I need diamond dust. And then I'm gonna look over at Bastion and Nier.
You just need.
I don't have what I need for resurrection. I can bring them back, but this won't do.
I don't know if I can channel divinity to turn this into dust.
It's 100 gold's worth for your channel divinity, if I remember correctly.
So I would lose. I was mainly asking because I thought that Styx thought that as a cleric of her level, she would probably have diamond dust on her.
So I have to. It's specifically creating an item that says it must include some metal if I'm making the thing, and the thing I create can be something that is worth no more than 100 gold.
Yeah.
So
your channel divinity wouldn't work here, but I do believe. Do you have fabricate? I think that's a spell you get automatically.
yeah, I think
Yep, she was using it before.
I believe so.
Also,
Fourth.
remember you have the 300 gold worth that you're cleaning off.
Yeah, but that's not for both.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to like expedite as much as I can and get enough to bring them back.
You already do the. Okay, you already did the. Made it so they didn't start stinking soon. That's good. Then. Yeah, sure. I think I should be able to fabricate. Yeah, I'm not even making a finished product.
Nope, you're just converting it from. You're basically just converting the crystalline structure to smaller crystalline structure.
Yeah, I cannot use this to make things that would usually require a high degree of craftsmanship.
But you're not
This
making
needs two
dust.
rocks.
So you wouldn't be able to turn dust into diamond, but you can turn diamond into dust.
Yes.
Cool.
So do you just want
Please.
like a 500 diamond and 500 dust, or
Just make it all dust.
all?
Please.
Sure.
Please.
That's what the
Oh, yeah, fair.
that's what Dead God wants. That's what Dead God wants. And
That's only a
it takes
fourth
10
of
minutes.
Okay.
So she'll take this for 10 minutes,
crazy.
and you'll just see her start.
Oh, that's a high level spell.
I'm gonna make notes like she said fabricate. What the?
I don't know if you get that. Moradin told me about it when I was at his home for a barbecue visiting my son.
You have barbecues with your.
Look, after you do enough for the fuckers, they better give you some benefits, right?
Benefits.
While this is happening, I'm going to say in the mind link, "Hey guys, we need to talk. Come over here."
Yeah, I got a little bit that
I'm
might
song of resting all the.
that might well
when
we
that
should
would be done.
include Hilda in this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try and gather Hildegard, Althea. Kellenvor brought me back.
No, I brought you back.
Alyssa and Kellenvor brought you back.
I had to piece out those shards. It took such a fucking
Thank
long
you.
time, by the way.
Thank you.
You weren't dead, but you were bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah.
Kellenvor has donned his armor
Ooh.
and his sword.
I look at Hildegard's reaction. Asail. Just like, oh boy, God's fighting again.
He mentioned the discordance happening, or just happened.
You see a look of recognition from Althea and Hildegard.
Clearly, some time has passed while we've been jumping back.
What does
and
that
forth.
mean?
I don't know. I have seen him in his ceremonial garb. I have never seen him ready to go into battle. He is worried. He told me to gather as many friends as we can. And he gave me this, and I'm gonna pull out this deck of tarot cards, and I'm gonna like fan them out.
Oh shit.
He gave me a choice. and this is what I chose. He also said that Kara has been slain.
I have some more to add. Seemingly, whenever I die, due to my tie with the Raven Queen, I'm always brought back to the same place. And whatever you did to make sure Cabas couldn't leave, she was punished severely for. Instead of a flat ground that is normally there, there was a crater. And she was bleeding. And the unnamed god, I finally saw exactly what he looked like, and whoever he was before is not even remotely what he is now. As well as he tried to grab me. So, I feel like if that keeps happening, it's going to be harder for him not, and we can only imagine what would happen if he can get a hold of my soul.
Comes with the territory. Sorry to say.
Unfortunately. Did you find anything here, Althea?
Oh, I have found quite a bit.
And Hilda, did you find anything at the Pillar of Fire?
So, I went snooping around, and I made it to King's Keep. They are amassing, whatever you call it on the Shadowfell side, a court seat, but not good. Mm-hmm. They are amassing souls. They are trying to figure out weapons that can kill gods. I'm just going to call him Leon. I don't even want to give him the honorific of an unnamed name. Leon, the upstart, has almost completely wrested the Shadowfell and the death portfolio of the Raven Queen from her. She is being ground to dust, and when he can finally find something to turn that key, he will take it. That being said, you've been quite the thorn in his side, stopping it, as you may not know it, but you've already stopped the initial push. Once these pillars here all got flipped, it would have wrested all of Yulstein into the Shadowfell, where he has near absolute power and would have crushed any resistance. That being said, your works to stop that are great, and you've delayed them. They have not stopped working on it. They're more Nagpa. They're putting together better contingencies, and they will re-attempt at the pillars while they still have material to do so. But you've bought yourself time. From what I've heard, he is getting tired of waiting, though, and at the next night with no moon, they'll be making a push regardless. You have a month.
He himself?
He himself, Heatran, the Lady of Shadows, their bastard son Vathus. Their goal currently is to amass as many souls they can to their banner, position them in Shadowsfell, and use the time where the plains are thinnest to make a push. If they can make this push and sunder the World Tree, they can still pull the Yulstein into the Shadowfell.
World Tree.
So will they be attacking the material plane World Tree?
In concert with one another, yes.
Also in the Shadowfell.
Oh, they're attacking the Hangman's Tree as well.
They're bolstering the Hangman's Tree
I see.
to take place of Vitu-Ghazi. When, in theory, I've never experienced this, but when two planes collide, the stronger of the two rise up. Everything they've been doing on the material plane is to soften. They didn't need to win, just to expend resources. The more people that die, the more they have a hold of.
You say they're bolstering souls. They're taking souls of those who have died.
Where they can, yes.
The blue spirits that we saw.
Is there any way for us to, as much as I hate to say it, interrupt more so to where they cannot benefit from this?
We've already been trying. Many gods of life have been trying to enter the Shadowfell and send their angels, those that do this. Kara and Hrist were attempting to do their parts and gather the souls that they could, fighting off Nightwalkers where they lay and where they go to consume. But, unfortunately, there is not enough power to push through the veil of the Shadowfell.
I might have something to help with that.
I might as well.
I went snooping in and out of whatever Leon is calling his place. I got in and out quite a few times with some information, but the last time I got caught. Soulsmith is not one to trifle with, and he has your mother. They've been using your anchor technology as a basis to warp the primordial essences, the building blocks, to something more conducive to the Shadowfell. Now, that being said, there are still things they do not understand. They've used Stygian iron multiple times on the Raven Queen, and while it injures, it does not kill. They've even used a substance called Stygian silver, where Leon has given a bit of his own essence and tried to rot it into form and use that. That was enough to kill Aurelia. Not enough to kill a god. They are still looking for their key. And until they do so, Leon is nothing but a demigod. A powerful one. One that holds dominion over a plane, but he can still be brought down. But that means you will have to find the material he is looking for to do so. He was sealed because they could not kill him. But they are confident there is a substance that will do it. And with that, Hilda will actually speak up.
Real quick question. Am I noticing anything off or unusual about either of these people's behaviors?
Go ahead and give me an insight check if you'd like.
Splendid.
With a plus 15, 35.
35. Before I answer this question, can you tell me Sail's thought process?
Evil God needs a specific substance. This person who is by themselves trapezing about in the Shadowfell is tasking us with finding it and then fighting him with the thing that he needs. Taking it to him. So just a
Fair enough.
quirk of the brow of putting a few things together, and then are either of these two acting suspicious in any way now?
Well, with your 35, no, they are not.
Okay.
Thank God. Andrew's mean, but he's not that mean yet. Yet.
You don't know what I rolled back here.
Yeah. That's right. But they passed the vibe check for Sahil at least. Mm-hmm. Okay. We have ideas on how to acquire Stygian silver. I would refer to the expert there on that, but I believe the essences of the pillars or other equally potent essences can be used.
We need to go to Vitugazi.
Yes.
Well, also, they said that Stygian silver was made from the essence of the unending wind.
Yes, a near divinity.
Okay.
Do we know how Kara fell?
As best I can tell, she fell at one of the pillars, the water pillar.
On the material plane?
No. Shadowfell.
She and Riss
They-
were going to the Shadow.
We were in the Fey water pillar. Okay.
They pushed into Mount Celestia, and there was quite the battle. But unfortunately for even Cord, when his cohort dies by the hands of things like Nightwalkers, they are rent from existence. Any existence. They do not go back to Mount Celestia. Whereas when his forces struck down those of Shadow, they always recoalesce in the Shadowfell. And frankly, they were not there for Cord. They were there for Kara. They needed the next building block.
And they got what they came for.
They stole her body away.
They stole her.
She's dead. So whatever they were doing has been completed. What they were doing here to the Dreamer and Niv-Mizzet, they did to Kara, and it is finished.
So we thwarted or
We
prolonged two,
We thwarted two.
but two succeeded.
One for sure did. We don't know about the air on the other side yet.
At this point in time, Hilda will speak up. It was enough that the ley lines, as far as we can tell, are being unraveled. Not destroyed, but the normal patterns and knots they normally hold within Yolstein itself are being disrupted. That is making teleportation across Yolstein difficult if you do not have a set gate that you normally use. It is also making it so those that practice high arcanum are having much more trouble calling on those powers.
So mainly sorcerers or all magic?
The gods push on the weave to give us power.
So clerics, paladins, sorcerers, even wizards,
Especially.
because they're just calling on the weave. It's not inherent in them.
Correct. And it's not there where they go to call.
Okay.
Their long written down equations and books they have written down are now wrong.
I got changed by a digit.
Yep. Okay. Well,
Was there anything at the fire pillar? Anybody alive? Was everything just...
Glass.
glass. Like
That
I'm gonna
was
point over
the
to
Stygian glass?
the golems that exploded, or if there's anything left.
Similar in some ways. Think like obsidian.
It's like what we saw outside of Jotun's house.
Okay. Well,
Less refined.
Well,
We
I suppose now is a good time to talk about some discoveries that I've made with help from Arathis. And then I'm going to describe verdant waters, and I'm going to talk about the item that I had recently crafted. I'm also going to mention the importance of Vitugazi, and how that's a different material than Stygian silver and Stygian iron.
You see, Hilda's eyes will eyebrows will go up and then go back to a furrow as she's starting to process what that means. How can you use that? The engineer's mind starting to kick on. And Colby, if you could, please, for Hildegard.
You know what? I'm going to use the right dice for Hilda.
If you could please do me this honor, the favor of giving me a Arcana check for Hilda.
I have to piss like a racehorse. I've been waiting for a lull in the important stuff. Arcana or just Arcana?
Yeah.
It would be Arcana.
Oh, that's gross. 8 plus nothing. That's not her forte, Arcana.
Well, you're here with a group of people to help explain things. Go and take an advantage.
Nat 20. Yep.
Natural 20?
Natural 20.
Oh my
Hell yeah.
God.
There's something as you stop and think about a missing piece from the way Alyssa kind of brings up things like engineering. Mm-hmm. She is very skilled on being able to grab disparate things and tweak them and move them mathematically 100% correct. Mm-hmm. But as she describes making verdant water and the faith that is required, you think about Moradin steel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
An imperfect version of something. And realizing if you had the material building block, right? Because Moradin steel is the scag left over by Moradin's works.
Right.
That fall down to the ground as these basically like meteors.
Yeah.
From time to time, it's very rare. It's coveted by dwarves. Thinking about it, that's material Moradin makes from divine thought and intention. If you coupled that process with actual primordial essence, you could probably have another building block of use. So you're starting to think about
Moradin steel plus primordial essence.
Tell you what, lady.
celestial fire, also known as cleansing flame. Mm-hmm. And then if you were to be able to mix that with something like the essence from Vitu-Ghazi or the earth pillar itself, you may be able to refine that down using that fire to make something called celestial platinum, which would be the next step to Moradin steel and the parallel to verdant water.
So it's like you have Stygian iron and Stygian silver, and you have celestial steel and verdant water.
No,
Those
and then
were parallels of
You have Nixium and verdant water.
Okay.
celestial platinum.
Yeah.
Then you have soul flame, which is burning necrotic energy.
Okay, and Stygian silver is the opposite of soul flame.
No,
Celestial fire.
celestial fire is the opposite of soul flame.
I see.
You're burning divine thought and intention.
Okay.
It is. Hilda would understand this as something that can only be done with intent. Mm-hmm. You're not sacrificing one's body, but you're instead, much like Styx did when making that oath, you're doing something with intent, with purpose. And that faith you have in what you are doing is what makes it burn the way that it should to create these things. Then taking the primordial building block of earth and forging that using the celestial flame will give you celestial platinum.
We need to sit. Give me an hour. I'm going to have some documents for you.
Oh boy. I love
Hilda is essentially going to, when Hilda's plan right now, get everybody collected, gate to the realms of Twilight. to where the dreamer needs to go. Take an hour, use Channel Divinity to create schematics of all the information that she just put together so that it can be easily read and replicated by Alyssa. And also replicated out for this new coalition of people trying to deal with all this bullshit.
Good plan.
And she's also going to think about sending to Jotun, who she has not seen in many moons.
One last thing with your natural 20.
Okay.
You are a wielder, and Althea is a wielder of very important items, these virtues that were forged in the Second Age and designed to assist specifically in these, like, divine war. This is the second coming of that. If anything could be used to make a virtue,
It would be this.
it would be this material, this flame.
It's going to take more than a month to make a virtue in all likelihood.
This is true.
If regular catchy gloves are taking 2 months.
Well, if we have enough
People.
and we have enough
It's not impossible.
infrastructure, we might be able to make something.
That sounds like an HOA.
I don't think that's an HOA. I think that's a workshop, bud.
That's
People
very
in
far
infrastructure,
from-
that sounds like an HOA.
I think
Planetary Defense Force.
I think we need to make a maker space, and I think we need a lot of money and a lot of high arcane and probably a lot of belief.
Would you have like relayed what dSCRYB?
We were still mind linked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I imagine that entire thing was me like, everybody, the spirit, and then relay the message as it's coming to me, and then my response would also have been projected to you guys.
Well, it's a good thing we can go back home.
Yeah. We need to get.
Or to recall.
We need to get,
We can do that once we
we,
prepare.
we need to get this big guy out of here.
Well,
Yes.
we need to go save the prince after.
Yeah,
too.
the prince is next.
I would like to get the prince. I would like to make allies of Titania for the fight. And they are copying what was done at the founding of the world. What they are doing has been done before in a way that I might be able to understand.
Hildegard speaking, right?
No, Sayil.
No.
Oh.
Because it was not studied magic.
Yep.
It was not borrowed from a god. It was primordial fey energies that were used to bind the pillars together, pulling from the positive plane. And at this point, Sayil's like, what can we do for a power-up? Like, to combat the negative plane that we keep getting kicked in the teeth by. And if anybody's going to know that, it's going to be Titania,
Remind me, who's Titania?
Nether's boss.
Okay.
Not boss. He does not answer to her.
Head of the
No, but if she was like, you're out of my court, he'd be a little upsetty at least.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going for that section.
You guys haven't met Titania by any means.
Did we talk about her in that session that I was gone when we were talking with Nether? And
Yes.
Yes, because Bobble was given
Yeah,
a
that's
bag of holding that accesses her vaults.
okay, cool.
That you guys now have access to and are holding.
Yep. It's funny how things work out like that.
Technically, that is a way back. Interesting.
Speaking of, actually, are any of you holding that bag currently? So it's on your like hip. Althea will look down and
Hood gave it to somebody that
fucking Hood.
was stupid, so we took it away from him.
I told him not to. He was allowed back in for one day.
Yeah, I am going to blame Hood and offer it to Tanya as apology so that she thinks that we found this and immediately returned it to her.
Delightful. Can you forget Hood in that?
Who is Hood?
Hood is my master of coin. Or my granddaughter's master of coin, and I don't want Titania to set her sights on Veldan.
Well, the person he gave the bag to was her dad. So it's either throw a family member under the bus or blame the guy who gave it to him.
Or throw an entire continent, country.
Hey,
Why don't we just say that Cabas had it?
That would make no sense.
I don't want to lie to Titania.
Yeah.
I'm good at it. I don't want to test it.
should we just say that we found it?
Yeah.
It's technically a lie, but
That's
okay. Why don't we? Can we put a pin in that and then figure?
we need to get all of these people back.
That's a
Yeah.
secondary concern.
Oh, speaking of, it's been 10 minutes.
I mean, it's been 10 minutes in real life where we've been having this conversation, yeah.
Does she give me the diamond dust?
Yes.
I'm going to immediately, like, in middle of conversation, as soon as she's like, I'm done, and then I'm gonna like walk over.
Gives you 800 gold worth of diamond dust and keeps 200, which she will then take to
Use.
the Dreamer and cast Greater Restoration.
Just making sure that that's
try
still
it.
enough. It is 300. Yes. Okay. Cool. That's fine. I would have seen her take some and then trusting her.
For the record, at this point in time, it has been hours. Revivify is not going to cut it.
You reposed
Yeah, repose.
within a month. How long does repose take to cast? If it
it's
takes a
instant.
minute, you can't revivify.
It's instant. Gentle repose. Sorry, I'm in 4th level.
He cast it on Bastion within 10 rounds. Nair?
Yes. I was going to say, Nair's the one that was like,
Okay.
That's why I dove in.
Touch one action duration 10 days. And it says
Yeah, but it does say died within the last minute on Revivify itself.
right. I'm saying it's probably not going to work on Nair.
okay, well,
if it
I'm gonna do it regardless.
I was gonna say, but if it preserves it, then it preserves it at the time where it was. So it's like he just died within that.
That's what we're saying, is that it was
So-
longer than a minute, but by the time Gentle Repose went off on Nair.
So if
So Bastion, fine. Nair, he was in there too long.
okay, so would I know that?
Yes.
Okay.
She also, as a point, offered to give you one 500 gold diamond and then 300 to dust. So you could still have a 500 gold for the 5th level bring back from the dead.
Where he's dead.
Yeah. So
Okay. Well, I mean, I will. So I have a 300 dust, 500 diamond. Cool. So
Are we sure we want to bring that one back? Like we were just fighting?
Nair?
No, the Bastion.
And he said,
I'm gonna basically ignore Alyssa.
We gotta give the champion's belt to the guy that killed Cabas.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna basically walk.
he deserves a chance.
I'm also bringing this up because we're in the presence of other folks, so I imagine that I'm doing this in my head with the people who are mind linked. Is anybody here going to kill Bastion, or is Bastion going to react negatively to anybody here?
This was the first time I ever met him.
In your head, you're gonna hear the most negative that he's probably going to react is to me, which I am going to apologize, and then I'm going to hand him over to Sayo, and
But he's going to be forever linked to you.
that is
I just don't know if that's going to be something he's happy about. That's all.
I don't know if he understands this, but we failed him once, and I'm not going to fail him again.
Okay. I also have Revivify tomorrow if we would need it.
I'm just doing it.
Okay.
I'm using Revivify.
Okay. You approach Bastion, kneel down, diamond dust in hand. What prayer do you send up? What message do you give? What do you tell him before this takes effect?
I'm talking to Bastion. Am I talking to like Bastion's soul?
You tell me. Who are you trying to say this to?
I think Styx is it's gonna be a mix. He's gonna be talking to Kelmvor. He's gonna be like, We lost Bastion at a time when I was questioning my faith and wasn't sure what to do. We lost Bobo for the exact same reason. I am just as at fault as someone like Cabas. And I'm going to say to Bastion, it's just going to be my voice almost trembling. And it's just going to be, I'm sorry.
The diamonds glow gold, and Bastion, in this werewolf form, breathes in again, starts to sputter and cough, this black ichor coming out as he then starts to tremble and shake until he slowly shrinks down back into that of a human. You guys see that he has a collar around his neck, scars new to you all over his body that have healed long since, and these kind of tattered gloves and like long coat that he wears. In the gloves, you see one shard, and then you see another shard. And around his neck, attached to the collar, a giant tooth. As he we'll call it even.
I'm gonna like shush him, and I'm gonna be like, you owe me nothing. You don't even owe me your ear. I failed you, and you saved Sail. You saved us all.
Is he okay?
I'm going to give him a giant hug. I'm gonna wrap him in my wings. I'm gonna do my best to pick him up. He's still a child, right? Like,
No.
Oh, he's augmented from the last time you saw him.
Well, then
He's gotten the Bobo and Clang treatment through and through.
Oh.
And also, he was about 19, 20.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like.
He was
like 12,
he was a late teen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After giving him a big hug, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna like unwrap him. I'm gonna like lay him down gently, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm good, bud.
I'm gonna.
I look fucked up, but I'm still here.
You and me, we're gonna fight later.
You can kick my ass later if you want.
He's really weak right now.
Yeah.
Sorry about the soul flame brazier, by the way.
Let's not bring.
I'm gonna pump a healing word into him.
Can we get the other guy up yet?
Oh,
Not yet.
Hildegard would have like gone up to the big giant. You're one of Jotun's kids, aren't you? And Greater Restoration, which gets rid of the feeble mind.
Also 6 health for Bastion.
Oh, the ice giant. You were doing that
Yeah.
too. Okay.
I saw you were doing that to the dreamer.
Yeah, so did I.
She's also going to do it to him,
All right.
but she's starting with the little guy.
The feeble mind goes away as he
Good.
And then
as he like looks down at the bog and we need to get him.
Can we help? That's anti-magic.
And he's going to like kneel down and start put his hands in, like he's gonna grab his ankle.
Hilda's like, you give me just a sec. I'll help you with that. She will walk up to the dreamer. His head is like...
Yeah, so looking at the back of his head, there is parts missing. Like they took the lobe here on the skull itself and opened it. Looking inside, there's no like flesh brain here. Instead, it looks like amethyst. It is like this giant geode that she was working inside of.
Okay. Is that... not gonna. Hilda wouldn't know that, so I won't ask.
Hilda would know. This is probably the brother of Pride.
Okay.
So I just love all this connection and shit. This is great.
Hilda's gonna start
Now this is fan service.
with a divine intervention.
Me.
Oh.
Well,
She'll ask everybody, should we get him out of here before I try to fix his brain?
Yeah.
do you think he would be able to help getting out if he was here?
Well,
I don't trust doing anything that major on this side of things.
yeah, that's kind of my thought. I don't want my kid
We need
here.
to grab that crystal, and we need to get him. Can we make him smaller? And get him through the gate.
I can't do that, but somebody else can. Sayo, yeah, I can shrink him.
Okay, good, Sayo. Good job, Hilda. Good team. High five yourself.
I'm gonna help Big Man, and she's gonna be like, all right, I'll hold on to your ankles, and I'll dunk you down, and you try to grab him.
Yeah, the Sin Slayers have been spoken about at the tables of Jotun.
Yeah.
Seeing you in person, he just
No.
He just entrusts you implicitly as Hilda. Goes down. Yeah, you guys watch Hilda grabbing the ankle of one giant as she just braces and sets him down. Almost, it's a good thing that he landed kind of on his shoulders because he can grab the feet now, and you just feel
Pulls two giants back out of the mud.
Fucking Hilda.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck, where were you? Where were you? God damn it.
My proudest moments was overhand throwing an ogre in the last campaign.
ooh. Okay.
Be strong and mighty.
to facilitate time here. You guys all gather the people together. You go get the crystal.
I want to grab Cabus's staff because Kex didn't explicitly grab it.
No, I didn't grab it, but I said that would be good for you to have, just because.
My intention is actually going to be to give it to Bastion.
Oh, walking stick.
Yeah, I guess I'll inspect the crystal now, and I'm gonna call Kex over to explain it to me, the way that he.
Yep.
What he does.
Yep. I just tell you, like, this was the mechanism that I used to get him back up. I don't know what the crystal's connected to. It looks like everything was getting drawn into the basin and then funneled into him. I just don't know if there's anything connected to it. I can, if there's any kind of careful, like...
Guidance. I'm guidancing myself.
Okay.
While I'm thinking.
I will help with whatever, assist you.
Okay.
Okay.
If you could, please go ahead and give me a... actually, I should ask, what is your intention? Are you just trying to remove it? Are you trying to understand it? Are you...
I want to understand it before I try to move it.
Sure.
And I guess part of my intention is I know that there's a battery. I don't know how much is left in that battery. I don't know if we could direct it somewhere else.
Understood.
So that's important information for what we want to do here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. At advantage, because Kex got that nat 20 earlier. He can ease you out of the diagnosis phase of how these things work, because he's already gotten that part down.
They all didn't get a short rest.
No.
No, neither did Alyssa. I don't think
any of us really did.
I did. I took a short rest while I was doing my stuff. Just for HP.
29.
29. Cool. You take a moment and you realize, yes, there's a battery. This crystal is the battery, and it is damn near topped off. If she had gotten a couple more turns inside that head, there would be no dreamer.
We're gonna need to put it.
So when you guys started, like, when your first move was like and like moved her off of it, good call. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
In her more refined process, she was like, why would I bother with bringing another entity, sucking the energy out of one, pumping it into another, when I can just convert the energy inside of one to what I want? Nice, concise, solid.
Yeah.
So that's what she was doing with that crystal. She was sucking the energy out of the dreamer, converting it to what she wanted, and pumping it back in.
So the crystal is storing it?
The crystal was storing it. Your battery is right in front of you. You can disconnect it if you want. You do know that it is filled with necromantic energy.
Ew.
Much like every other living being, though, if you were to, just get to the dreamer out of here, he will recover with time and basically a, what do you call it? Support system. There we go. I was going to say, like, when your friends do friend things and they come help you out when you need it. Like,
Sarah's family around, he'll be okay.
What if I pumped it back into the sorcerers?
They will die.
Rolling over that 29, they will burn bright very briefly.
So I can't give, like, the most small amount of it?
You may wind up making bastions. They will become, or Alyssa has even seen Lolax in person, probably the quintessential version of this. You'll make Lolaxes out of them. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is how much can they take before they go supernova.
And they can't take much now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are not as experienced and trained like Lolax was. Lolax actually, oddly enough, had the opportunity and wherewithal to have somebody to, like, kind of coach him through it, and the constitution to bear it.
Would there be a way to give it to the Raven Queen? Through, like, prayer or through
Reverse
kind of
charge to the apparatus to try to shove it into the Raven Queen?
Yes, because I know that she's inherently kind of necromantic, and I know that she currently has a boot on her throat, and she could probably use a little bit of a boost.
From where you're at now, no, because there's nothing connecting it to the Raven Queen. If you wanted to take time and make another Stygian iron anchor and have this as its base, that would give anything inherently necromantic a charge. You could overload, and I don't mean that in, like, the bad way, but, like, overdrive a necromantic system.
It's like a +1 necromantic charge.
Oh, that.
I'd say more than that, taking it from the dreamer.
Oh, we got that harder, whatever. Stab it right into the heart. Would you be able to figure out maybe if it can be offloaded, like the energy, into something else, like to store it? Because
Like, make a whole bunch of smaller ones?
just put it in a different storage system, because Juceris needs the crystal.
I think you might need the crystal with the energy in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How big is it?
Like the size
It's
the gems we found at
Carrying
smaller, actually.
carrying size for like a normal
Is this
above average strength person.
Cabas could have moved it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Is
she was
the-
stronger than me.
is this the type of item that I would believe to be like a legendary or an artifact?
for a component.
Just the crystal?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It has a tremendous amount of necromantic power in it, 100%. It was only a battery. Without the rest of this apparatus that you guys are standing in, it does nothing. You need a way to focus it.
So everything is like an artifact, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
This entire place is essentially a focusing lens.
And I'm going to relay that to Kex after I've thought it through. Like, in order to actually do anything with this, you kind of need the whole kit and caboodle, and we destroyed parts of it. So.
Yeah, I think we need to just take the Dreamer, get it back to their home, and maybe Juceris can figure out something with that energy.
It's going to be extremely dangerous and necromantic, but as long as he's aware of it.
Hilda's gonna think for a second. Would she believe that shoving, there's any way for her to use divine magics or shoving healing or like purging magics into this crystal to essentially change the polarity of the charge? Or is that like a whole...
That is getting in the realm of artificers and wizards.
Okay.
Your brother might have been able to help you with that, but as it stands for like Hilda, that's like, you can pray hard enough maybe, but it seems antithetical.
All right. Well, I was thinking about shoving that rock in his head and trying to cast something, but never mind.
That's kind of my thought.
Let's Shrink them down and get everybody through.
Aqualad, can you make them small? All right, fine.
I just have a really quick question because I was looking over something. For Votary, I get life transference, but you did something special with it.
Yes.
So is it that I do not gain the negative effects of it, and I just kind of give?
So what happens is that you transfer the energy. You take the damage you would normally take, but instead replace it. So you reduce your HP, give it back to yourself as temp HP. That then, after an hour, goes away.
Okay.
So then you take the damage in full.
Okay.
But temporarily doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Correct.
Cool. I was thinking.
You can also heal it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Since I don't know if I just hear necromantic crystal, and Styx is trying to figure out if he can help in any way, being the resident person who knows about necromantic magic. Like, if there's a way to turn it back into more like a positive energy. Like,
I will, above table, sake of brevity, tell you guys right now. There's nothing you were doing here on this side of the pillar, and without time to figure this part out.
Yep.
cool.
She had an entire contraption around it to do what she was looking to do. It took the bodies and souls of multiple sorcerers and the dreamer itself to convert it the way she wanted to. It was an entire industrial process.
Yeah.
So as a group, should we probably just figure, hey, we should take this battery and get somewhere where we can figure it out?
Yes.
All right, everybody, we're going. What's his fucking name?
Jaceres.
That one, yeah.
This one over here would know exactly where to go, pointing to Jaceres' youngest son.
He was conked out. He was allowed to go to sleep.
Oh, I'm just pointing at him. Like, he would just know. So
Yeah, I probably know
we've been there.
out-ish where we gotta go. It'll be fine.
And we're bringing Nier with us. Right?
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback near.
I will hand Bastion Cabas's. I'm gonna be like, use it as a walking stick for now. I'm gonna use life transference. I'm gonna give him whatever. So I used a healing word that was 6 HP.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to give him 14, take 14, add 14 temp HP. Okay.
So a total of 20 given to Bastion.
Excellent. I'm just trying to get him to where he can walk.
Yeah, he gets up. He's moving.
I'm sorry, but I got the stuff I have left to help. Is I'm worried I might have to use it, and in fact, I have to use it right now. And I will polymorph the sleeper.
He is going to wordlessly and kind of shake his head like, don't worry about it. And then you will watch him go back into a werewolf.
Like a full werewolf?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And he will walk over a few of the conscious people that need help out and look at it and just start getting terrified. You literally hear him just say, shut up. As he grabs them by the collars and just...
all of you, this young man's name is Bastion.
My boy.
He's rough on the outside, but he's a good lad. I don't have his favorite food written down anymore. That's sad.
Oh shit, he deleted that shit from his memory.
I got rid of Thack. I don't remember.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah.
There's a roast.
Suffice to say, as you guys get ready and really quick, if I could, for Melissa, go ahead and give me a Tinker's Tools check to disconnect the actual crystal from the system.
Can I help?
Yeah, it was.
And if you're not going to guidance yourself, take my guidance.
I would say no in this case.
Okay.
Can Hildegard?
No.
Okay.
Guidance, bardic inspiration, all that kind of stuff, that perfectly works just fine. But it is like too many chefs in the kitchen at this point in time. It's a small localized system.
Okay, so you give guidance and there's no advantage, correct?
Nope.
Okay.
D4 and then a D10 for bardic inspiration. If you did
have
get
that.
it. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Okay, so that'll be 17 plus 12.
29.
29. So,
Yeah.
Tinker's Tools checks. Good for her.
DC 20. as you go through and start to disconnect. It's this weird moment where you're like, all right, well, I got to ground this. That way it thinks it's still here, but its power threshold is just currently 0. You watch as the Soul Flame Brazier snuff out as you have a crystal.
All right. All right, everybody. We're all ready. We're all lined up. You got your dead brother, big man?
He has tossed it on top of the Dreamer, and he has gone over and just like...
Well, what do we turn the Dreamer into?
Yeah, the Dreamer's not going to be big anymore.
He went to the Dreamer's hands and picked it up like a wheelbarrow because he thought that's what was going on.
No, you got to carry him. The Dreamer's about to be really small, so we don't have to drag him.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. The Dreamer, I will turn... I'm just going to do turtle. It's the easiest.
I thought a sheep would be thematic.
See, safest, easiest.
It would be harder to control.
Highest AC.
All right, and then Hildegard will call out to Juceris, speaking the name of the creature to help locate the portal specifically, and announce herself. I am Hildegard Sinslayer. We bring you the Dreamer back. Because she can be barred by Juceris from opening a gate in his domain.
100%.
Fucking ain't.
No. In response, you hear, I see you, Hildegard Sinslayer. May you and the broken wings find yourself here safely.
All right.
The portal runs open. There is the immediate smell of heady and sleepy foliage up ahead of you. The constant twilight pouring into this realm of darkness, shadow, of hate, and giving you all just a brief moment of calm and respite.
I cast Fireball.
We're gonna call it there.
Dispel magic.
Thank you very much for watching. We're going to go ahead and call it there. We're going to take our break. But for you, this is going to be the end of an episode. Because when we come back, we're going to record our other episode. So, you're welcome. We love you. We'll see you in a little bit. Kisses. Is there anything we need? Oh, yeah. Extra Life. You're watching this when it comes out. Extra Life, April 11th to 13th. We're going to be doing a big old to-do. Friday, we're going to be doing online games. Saturday, we'll be doing in-person games. And Sunday, we're going to be doing the Queen's Rooks. It's going to be a wonderful time. The entire time, you can go ahead and donate to help kids in the Children's Hospital here in Seattle. We love them. We've done one for them before, and we're going to do it again. It's going to be a great time. So, with that, we love you for reals this time. Mwah. Kisses. Bye-bye.
Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube, join the Discord, and follow us on Twitch for more shenanigans, more fundraisers, and more dunderhead fuckery.